No, it wasn't confirmed hill kit. There's no... It was confirmed that it was a f***ing vibration collar. Or that the dog had a vibration collar. Not even that he used it. That's just what the dog has.
My haters are causing me to train her into thinking that she can just like get my attention by crying in the background, which is bad. But what are you gonna do? F it. I'll just destroy all of the training now that, you know, the entire internet thinks I'm f***ing abusive unless I let my dog do whatever she wants and then run the show.
So funny because people still don't know if he electrocuted his dog. Half the internet's like, he just said he didn't, so let's go with it. And the other half is like, well, it looks like he's holding a shock collar, explaining why it doesn't shock his dog. I have no idea. I titled it, I think Hasan shocked his dog, because I think Hasan shocked his dog. But would I bet and say like definitive statements that could get me sued in a court of law? I don't know if I believe it that much. You know, I'm at like a 85 to 90% that he shocked his dog. Actually, no, I'm at a 75% that he shocked his dog. I'm at an 85 to 90% that the dog was wearing a shock collar. That's where I land on this going into day 3. So that's where I stand. The black electrical tape is sketch. Yeah, again, I don't understand the justification for that. I thought he was fucked. I think Chud said it, or I don't know who said this, but within 24 hours, if he hadn't shown that like the collar, nobody probably would even believe it was actually the one the dog was wearing too. Like that's another aspect to it. You think he used Turkish magic? What is that? Is that a card game? iDubbbz defends. Okay, so iDubbbz has come out here, and we're gonna watch a bunch of clips tonight of a bunch of streamers saying why they're not even talking about it, right? Or people talking about how people aren't talking about it, but iDubbbz dove headfirst into this controversy, so maybe he can convince me. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it wasn't confirmed hill kit. There's no... It was confirmed that it was a fucking vibration collar.
Who confirmed it? Was it like Snopes?
Or that the dog had a vibration collar. Not even that he used it.
And even asking Ian, who probably has like a very storied history with vibrators, like vibrating products. Maybe he's even like applied into... as any OnlyFans husband would be, you know, like a very obvious knowledge.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio.
Maybe he went into iDubbbz thing and got like a new
Hasan
toy.
Used unlimited power on that poor baby. As if we needed any more proof.
Remember, guys, if you're an adult age, thank you. If you're over 18 years old and you want to get a free dildo, you can sign up for iDubbbz fucking... Not a dildo, I'm sorry, a free vibrator. If you need a free vibe, if you need a vibe check, iDubbbz giving away free dildos.
That's just what the dog has. Sometimes I worry about being online too much, but looking at all of this shit and realizing I never felt the need to...
The scariest part for Hasan is that a lot of people are looking at this and going, oh, it's crazy how much misinformation can spread. All the people who support him, they're like, look how fast Reddit manipulated the story and how everybody believes it. If it turns out that he's completely in the wrong, I legit think he might lose some core supporters. Like, if this thing ever goes fully around, I think that there are delusional people who don't care either way. But when it comes to animals, it's not just like oh, this is an Israel-Palestine, Ethan Klein conflict. There are people who fucking love animals fundamentally more than they like Hasan Piker. And I think if the glass shatters and they see that, oh, he's lied about this, that could actually damage Hasan.
Need to have a parasocial on.
I feel like we'll never know for sure. I feel like we will. I feel like we will definitively know. It just won't be for a little while.
My nemesis tells me I'm probably okay. Thanks for acting like a normal dude, Ian. Known risk.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
Thank
Nick
you.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Fucking hard. I'm trying, but again, by engaging in it, you are automatically not being a very normal person.
What? You're not normal if you engage in a topic? This guy announced he was doing all drama for the month of September. You're not normal. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Who do you think your target demographic of people are? You know, if that's the definition for not normal, it's literally everybody who pays your bills.
Also, my husband is hot. Very...
Oh no, dude. Another humiliation ritual by Anissa. Oh god. Dude, I can't. Look at this fucking face, dude. Look at him. Look at him.
Also, my husband is hot, very physically capable, and has beautiful smelling...
Physically capable to get punched in the face? Guys, her husband is physically capable of getting punched in the face repeatedly with no answers.
Capable and has beautiful smelling breath.
Okay, somebody else said it sounds condescending. Is she being sarcastic?
Also, my husband is hot, very physically capable, and has beautiful smelling breath. He actually, even in the morning, I have worse smelling breath than him, okay? He doesn't like it when I defend him. He gets mad.
Sounds like AI. Like, these words don't sound like they came out of her mouth.
He just wants to do it himself, so I respect it.
She respects me.
This is so fucking sad, dude. This is so fucking sad. Also, he's sitting here, and because the quality is so low on his stream, it just looks like he's got a dead fucking tooth in the side that he's, like, flaunting. Oh my god. This is just a tragedy. This is actually
What's
a
the
fucking
name
tragedy.
of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
So that's the clip we
Mr.
just
Oreo.
saw. Oh god. She doesn't even stand up for him because she respects him, obviously. What the fuck was that? She respects me? Yeah, iDubbbz, the respect is oozing from your pores. He doesn't like it when I defend him. He gets mad. It's such a weird thing to say while trying to defend your partner. Like, she threw in another accusation against him while talking about the previous one. He also looks really happy about her defending him in the clip. Yeah, dude, look at this guy. He's smiling from cheek to cheek while this is happening. Oh, he hates this. That's so funny, dude. He's so happy that she's defending him. Literal troll face angle, so kind to her to lower herself to the level that she's torn him down to. She respects me is the funniest thing. Oh my god, dude. Piss drinker. Have you ever heard show don't tell? Yeah, this is like MCU level writing.
A horror situation. I like that.
So in this clip, iDubbbz talks about how he's got a new idea to create a game where you eliminate podcast hosts. And apparently Anissa says something funny.
But it looks like more and more people disappear and you start managing more and more tasks. Game progresses, ramping up the craziness, the host, and more crew members disappear in more unsettling ways.
Bro, this guy just created Among Us. Oh, it appears the Rangers have scored. Is it just Among Us?
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest
This guy's
video.
creating Among Us right now.
It's not sad. He's exactly getting what he wanted.
True. Thank you, Calvin, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what the ending would be. I think the ending would be important, and you'd want to shock people with the ending. I think I might be giving too much info for what this game is.
Dude, why are you giving your game pitch to your stream?
I think the ending
And the thousands of people who watch the highlight.
should basically be, at some point, it like you take over. Or the... Yeah. Oh. You want to be the host. Oh.
So here's a weird hypothetical. Let's create a game where a person's a streamer. And then Anissa comes in and says, you need to kill the streamer and then become the host, you know? Which is subtle actual referencing to how she slaughtered his career. And is currently trying to take over. Dude, and hearing Anissa say this, even jokingly, is very funny.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's describing a Skinwalker video game. Yeah. You have to kill him, Ian. Yeah.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Fucking hell. Ian looks broker than I am, and I did not think that was possible at this point.
Wasn't she supposed to be streaming? She's not. Also, thank you very much, Ben. She doesn't want to give us any more content, I guess. Yeah. He looks so dumb without his glasses and nerd cut. Also, sorry to the black viewers and minority group. Alright guys, I just wanted to let the black viewers in particular know that I am really sorry. This guy somehow lives a more miserable life than me. Generational fumble of happiness and friends. Holy fuck, dude. I can't. Okay. Let me preface by saying I am not a mental health care professional. Everything is anecdotal. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I don't want to. This is such a fucking weird thing to say. It's ultimately how I feel about it, regardless of literally any context at all. It's absolutely a strange thing to say and frame of mind to have. So then Gato Fumidor tweeted out that Ethan Klein tries to blame the vet for failing to explain to him that you shouldn't give a Yorkie fistfuls of pre-shredded cheese with every single meal, okay? And Hasan is now retweeting a post essentially claiming that Ethan killed his dog. And he said, look, I know me and Hasan don't like each other, but to put it mildly, but this decision to retweet this is really fucking disgusting. So yeah, that's what's happening now. Hasan is retweeting stuff saying Ethan is like assassinated his dog. Valkyrae put out a statement as well, who is, I guess, like, not widely known, but like considered to be Hasan Piker's girlfriend. I don't know where that comes from, but it's how people are describing the clip. I have no idea.
Oh yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff.
So I guess this is somebody who's allegedly close to Hasan.
And let me tell you, Kaya is, well, first of all, the clip did look horrible. The clip was really bad. It was so bad.
And he's, dude, Hasan Piker tweets out, obviously far right people and genocide supporters are like slandering me. And then Valkyrae comes out and goes, yeah, that clip looked horrendous.
Really bad. It was so bad. And it's understandable why everyone was freaking out about it, but I can verify that Kaya is the most loved and spoiled and just the most well-trained and best little baby or big baby that I have ever been around and that I have ever seen. Big baby.
This seems to be like the main defense mechanism is like, I've met the dog, therefore it's never been electrocuted.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but
oh my god, dude, fuck her too. Fuck all of these people, bro. I get it. I get Palestine. Dead children. Thank you, Valkyrae, okay? Oh, Hasan would never shock his dog. I've met the dog. The dog is happy. Also, genocide. Like, she's currently dragging the fucking cut off limbs of a Palestinian child across the room to just put their hand in front of Hasan Piker's face. It's so fucking deplorable. Fuck all these people.
You know, this
fucking grave robber content.
Priorities in this world are not where they should be, but alas.
Like, these people are actually fucking subhuman. Absolutely fuck Valkyrae.
Herd mentality. I mean, I think from the clip, it's understandable why people were very concerned. But just
dude, thank God people are slaughtering children and starving them to death in this third world fucking. I can't, bro. I literally can't, dude. Just so Hasan Piker can get out of a YouTube drama. Thank you.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Jesus, who is this Tuesday?
Knowing like how I've been around Kaya a lot and him, and I just like know that he would never ever abuse Kaya.
This is like the way that they want Ethan to talk about Netanyahu.
He would never ever in him, and I just like know that he would never ever abuse.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
This is like they're all begging Ethan. They think if they take away the button, this is how he'll talk about like the slaughtering of the Palestinian people.
But just knowing Hasan and knowing like how I've been around Kaya a lot.
Dude, I've been to Israel and I know like Jews and stuff. So like, I think that if these if we could just get in there and talk to these Zionists, they would just stop doing what they're doing. You know,
and him, and I just like know that he would never ever abuse Kaya.
Well, that's great. Thanks for the character testimony, person who won't admit publicly, I guess, that they're dating Hasan Piker. Is that confirmed? Is that like, does she say that she's dating Hasan, or is that like still a secret? Is that still like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, truthoid fact? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to fucking scare anyone. Yeah, Frogan's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Frogan's back. Tell a friend.
Nicholas!
It's still a secret. Yeah, dude. Thank God you have a character witness who doesn't tell anyone they're dating you publicly.
Israel commits war crimes, so it gives her something to defend her lover.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We haven't played a clip of Frogan since the lawsuit started, so I've been just itching to find something funny. So eventually, I guess she came out of her hidey hole to talk about this conflict.
And then Hasan got canceled. For what? Or for Kaya. That's a disaster. I've been seeing that shit all over my timeline. But he cleared his name.
You want me to go and put a certain collar on my body and be like, this is wrong. This is it. Is that what you want me to do?
Dude, the whole shock collar thing was crazy.
How did he clear his name? Even if you're like the biggest Hasan Piker defender possible, How did he clear his name?
Jeez, I couldn't even be on fucking Twitter today. Every post was about the shock collar gate.
Oh my god, the way
shock gate.
Whenever I see you on Saturday, or actually no, I'll tell you.
I feel like everyone in this drama has admitted the clip looks bad, but they're all uniquely angry that people are talking about it. If Ethan Klein was even slightly alleged to have done this, it would be like a national news headline.
Text you later.
You know, it's kind of the way that it is right now for Hasan.
Shit, I need to talk about certain people.
I already know who it is. I already know who it is, and I've already seen it.
And you probably know what I'm going to say.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Thank you.
I mean, they literally go around and make a huge talking point that he like left shit all over the floor and his dogs and shit were eating it and fucking the kids were eating it and stuff.
Welcome.
I literally took a nap to like zone in because I was like, I literally could expose this person right fucking now. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go to bed.
Tell them. Tell them.
No, don't.
Say it.
I would. I just hate shitty people.
Why is her audio balancing so fucked up? I don't want to make it any louder because the other guy is so loud already.
But yeah, no, the collar gate is crazy.
It's so stupid.
What are your thoughts on shock collars?
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I don't agree with them.
I don't
but
agree with
I
them
understand why they're. I know why they exist. I would rather a shock collar than a prong collar. But they also make them that don't shock. They just
you know what? I
vibrate.
agree with you. I think a shock collar is better than setting
Nick
the dog
just started
ablaze.
insulting me viciously on Twitter.
You know, honestly, would you chat? I know people here are firmly against shock collars, but if the alternative was setting your dog on fire and screaming "Free Palestine, Free Palestine, Free Palestine," I actually think I would use the shock collar. Thank you so much for the $20 donation.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Hasan is like Goku. He holds out his hands in the air, calling for all the remaining children of Palestine to lend him their energy to deflect criticism. Children of Gaza, I looked bad on live stream. Lend me your energy.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
It made me think of Jenna Marbles' pet dog. People are so annoying with drama.
I just know certain people actually killed their dog and they have like opinions about it, and I'm just like, you need to like, relax.
I'm just like, I just think so many people are like just jumping on it, and I'm like, I don't know.
As someone who's bought a designer dog, you gotta flaunt that shit. You gotta flaunt a designer dog. You
What? Oh, dude, all these people are insufferable, and I hate them.
have to.
Well,
Yeah, so that's my feelings on Shockgate.
I don't even know who this guy is, and I hate him already.
I don't want to say anymore because I'm like, this is.
I don't either. Like, he debunked
God
it.
forbid somebody comes over and is like, oh, they there.
He literally debunked
Okay.
it. He showed the fucking collar on stream. Like, what more can be done?
Dude, you just gotta use that dog as a prop. Yeah, I mean, dude, you have to flex your property.
People are being like, he taped this area to hide something. I'm like, dumbasses.
Wait, why? Why is that bad? Dude, they're like acknowledging the evidence. They're like, look, I'll rub it in your face. I don't care. I would rather a shock collar than a prong collar. He might be the first person to give that opinion in the drama. Even when she's trying her best to keep her mouth shut, she can't do it. Bless all the normies reading the Forbes article blissfully unaware of these two coping and seething online. Way to dig that grave even further. And obviously Ethan did respond to this, shocker. Frogan is desperate to settle, and rightfully so. I've even been feeling more open to negotiating with her because she's been so much more respectful and thoughtful throughout the entire process. That being said, I really don't think it's a cute look or a good idea to maliciously accuse someone of killing their dog. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I don't know. Who is this horrible person who wants Frogan to have generational debt? Why did this guy go on Frogan's stream and, like, try to convince her to talk more about someone who's currently suing her? Like, why? Who is this friend to you who hates you this much? Holy shit, dude. Also, shout out to whatever dum-dum she's talking to that said they prefer a shock collar to a prong collar. What is a prong collar? I hope you never have a dog. What is a prong collar? I just assumed it was like one of those fucking things that the stormtroopers use. You think it's Rafi? Oh, that guy was retarded the first time we interacted with him. Oh, dude. I think he was one of the guys from the funniest possible thing tweet that I put up earlier last year. It's an inside-out spiked collar. What? Okay. So wait, they're comparing the two things that it looks like Hasan used on his dog? Okay, a choke chain? Isn't that the other thing Hasan was fucking... Hold on. Is this a real screenshot? I've seen this a million times. Let me see if I can find it really quick. There's like a picture with Hasan's dog collar, and it's like one of those... It looks horrendous, but I don't know collars. I don't see it. I don't know. Please don't settle, Ethan. The ongoing malicious lies about Shredder is almost to the point. No, it's at the point of purposeful idiot. Yeah, it's 100% on purpose. All these people do this shit on purpose. Prong collars are so dogs don't choke themselves while they're on their leash. It's a training collar, not spiked. Oh, yeah, the fish one, the choke chain. Yeah, what the fuck is that? The choke chain from the fish collar. Hasan Piker fish. Still not seeing it. I am still not seeing it. Fish collar. There was like a promotional image of the guy with like the collar thing where it looked like it was like spiked or something. I don't know. Fish the dog. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that naming convention. All right. And people were pointing out that Ethan named his dog Ducky. And I think like, I still hate the naming convention. I still hate it. I think Ducky is an inherently cuter name than Fish, but I still hate it.
It's so brave and honest of you. And you go, and I broke that. And I also broke
Fish the dog, owned by Hasan the White.
this and that. Just so you can own it and be that guy.
So I wanted to showcase this. We didn't look at this last time, but now Ethan looks at like the diagram.
But no, he can't do that. This is a terrible thing to own, to be honest. So let's see here.
You call that subtle foreshadowing. This is a terrible thing to own. So, anyways, he bought one. So anyways, in the very next episode of the podcast, he now owns the exact collar.
We can apparently see, dude, that's tape.
Oh, he taped over the serial number? Or what did he tape over?
The back is covered in tape.
Again, like, I don't know what the defense for this is. This is where I went, oh, okay, so he lied. But there are other people who looked at this and went, nah, it's like a hockey stick, you know? You just got to put that grippy tape on it so it really vibrates better against the dog's neck.
What's he covering up? I don't remember what it's supposed to look like.
What show the difference of which one?
The one that they showed, but it's not tapes. Okay, so that's what the back's supposed to look like? With the serial number there?
Hold on, I'm getting all these. Thank you, Galia. So this is the mini educator.
The educator.
Satan's favorite training tool.
This sounds like something Mr. Krabs would have at the Krusty Krab.
There's a KFC in Yemen.
Thank you!
In this day and age, young-based homies should be allowed to reply to me 6 on Discord when they level up. I'm a fine, upstanding, young gentleman, and I don't need a 10-minute mute.
Could you imagine if Squidward was like, Mr. Krabs, you have to train SpongeBob. Nonsense, me boy! We don't need to train him or hire any help. We have the educator. What's that? And they just start electrocuting SpongeBob in the episode.
Here's the
It's the educator.
Satan's favorite training tool. Here's the vibrator. Okay.
For her pleasure.
For her pleasure. Ribbed for her pleasure.
Okay, I think I understand what's going on here.
What's going on, Dan?
So on the top one.
Do you have monkeypox? Flamenco!
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got
Okay.
it. We need to watch that debate one of these days. Why are you still here?
Guys, I know I did a raid and fatality on my dog on stream, but Palestine guys. Hasan maybe. Glad to have caught the stream, Nick. Also, hi chat.
Jesus.
The top left image, the back of it.
Is Flamenco alive? Dude, there's so many things I could say and such little TOS to navigate around on this one, dude. Maybe.
No. Top left.
I had to sound sad about it.
Your other left. Yep. Those two prongs, that's what does the shocking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
and that's why it's on so
Nick
tight.
just
But
thought
I think that piece,
on
I think that piece can come off.
Yeah, you can twist that off. Somebody on the subreddit showed that. We showed that in the last video.
You could at least like knock it off. You could force it off if you had to.
Oh, that's a good one. Rob's Media. Flamenco has been unfortunately found alive at age 32.
Okay. Well,
if you need
but
it
I'm
to lie
saying that
about
it's
it.
removable.
Yeah, it could be either one. I don't know if it's removable. You're saying it is removable.
It is removable.
I think so. I mean,
Oh, there you go.
There's a video that we saw removing it.
Bob's your uncle.
They can break it. Yeah, I mean, they could break it. They could Dremel it off.
Yeah, it's removable.
Oh, it's removable. Well,
Yeah.
Bob's your fucking uncle right there, isn't it?
But you would see the ports for it, so that would explain the tape over it.
Ooh, yes, very true, Dan. Very true.
So you remove the prongs and you put a black
Yas King.
piece of tape over it to mask it.
Loosen both?
That's what I'm inferring is like the being
The reason for
conveyed
the
with
tape.
these
Bro,
images.
you can't hide this. The CIA is already on this shit.
Dude, this is
Look at
crazy.
it. Here's from the instructions of that version. Loosen both contact points by rotating the contact point.
Wouldn't the contact points hurt the dog anyway? I heard someone say you could even just kind of twist these out too.
It's counterclockwise using the contact point tool.
Like, this is what I don't understand. Wouldn't this fucking like hurt the dog a lot just to be on? It's like two pointy ass fucking things stabbing against the dog's neck. That just doesn't look like it would be okay.
So here you can see they are removable.
I don't get the mechanics of this.
So
this makes him look a million times worse.
Yeah, even worse. The back is taped.
Hence the tight collar. Yeah.
That he's trying to cover up that it's a fucking shock collar.
You can see it when the brightness is applied really good here. Because there it's dark
color.
and dim, but that's tape. That's black tape.
But the charging port is what really makes it obvious that it's not the vibration only model.
On top of the fact that the charging point is in the middle. Right?
People were getting mad at me on Twitter, I guess, because Yeet posted the clip going like, why would a vibration collar ever make a dog yelp? Well, if it's on a significantly higher setting than it's used to, it might have scared the dog. People are like, dogs don't yelp unless they're in absolute pain. It's like, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I have no idea. But I think if you put the collar on significantly higher than the dog was even expecting, maybe you might get a response like that.
On fact at the top that we've seen.
I also don't understand. I don't know like how dog pain tolerance works either.
Just recently, his guest saying that the collar is on way too tight that she can't even fit one finger under it, which would be a necessity of using a shock collar on a dog with a very thick coat. Right? Hasan's
hedging your language looks way better than overextending. There's no need to overextend. You know? Like, being careful and saying the correct thing, right? Or giving like a reasonable take isn't just like, oh, this is the optics pathway. You should want to, I guess, give people the benefit of the doubt, especially people who say that like you don't do that ever.
Index finger is near one of these screw-looking things that aren't on the vibrate mode. But they're on the collar.
Like, I don't know, maybe if I was a chatter and I wasn't a streamer, I would just look at the clip 3 seconds in and go, this guy shocks his dog, he's gonna kill his dog, he electrocutes his dog, like the chatters do. But nobody's suing a chatter for defamation, or unless Ethan Klein hasn't started that lawsuit yet, you know what I mean? It's like, you got, why aren't you calling this out? I don't know, dude. What are the repercussions of you getting something wrong? You'll just make a new account tomorrow, you know?
That have the ability to shock.
You'll just pop in off a brand new email address. That's if anybody even cares enough to remove you for like defaming somebody in chat, which never happens anyway. It
would have been smarter to just say,
dude, dog has been vaporized.
Yes, it's the shock version, but I take the prongs off. Although I didn't even know what that worked. Maybe it still shocks. Why don't you just get the vibrate version? Oh, we have more evidence, guys. The evidence is flowing in.
Like, do you think that he didn't want to get a new collar for his dog, but only wanted the vibration feature? So he took the old shock collar that he bought and just didn't use the fucking shock feature? Could you imagine if that was the case? Like, he used the shock collar to vibrate and knew he couldn't explain his way out of it?
Shot Kennedy.
We know now.
Oh.
If only
Why is Nick scamming people on the side? Dude, there's another fat archetypal video content creator.
These people were...
they got to get on different...
My hairline is better than that.
Case?
Oh, it's way better than that. Okay. Holy shit, dude.
Evidence is flowing in.
Who shot Kennedy?
20 gifted! Thank you!
We know now. If only these people were...
they got to get on different cases.
we would
solve this.
We would have clocked... We would know who did 9/11. It was the dancing Jews.
Bro, obviously.
Should I button that? I don't want to get... that's a joke. I'm Jewish. I don't believe it was them. In fact, I'm joking because it's so absurd. Why can't I open this? Okay, one...
Okay. Yeah, look at this one.
All right. Here's the shock version. Here's the vibrating version. Hole here. This long...
So the screens don't even seem to match up either between the shock and the regular one. It's like every new screenshot makes it look significantly worse. How long did he think he was going to get away with this?
This is interesting. Wow. On the vibration, the edges are more rounded. Do you see how rounded it is? This is total. And then if you look at this one, it's more rectangular shaped. You see how it's more square? And
it's like every new clip, and they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, dude, Tapegate has replaced Collargate. That's insane.
On this one, it has the same square shape here. But on the vibration one, it's much more circular shaped.
Yeah.
I mean, this and flat bottom, too.
Honeydew versus Cantaloupe and why Cantaloupe is better? Oh, you're fine, Jenny. Holy shit, dude. Fuck honeydew. Honeydew is an inferior fruit.
Hold on, what time did he stream this? These detectives came up with this shit.
Look up the arrest video of the honeydew person.
It like in hours?
Yeah, I mean, people are ready.
Bro, of the honeydew pineapple cantaloupe drama, and if you throw watermelon in there, it's a wash. Honeydew loses every time.
I think Dan Saltman alone was probably employed like an entire workforce on this. He's got his best and brightest on it.
Dude, Dan Saltman with triple brackets around it has found all of the... He's looked through every shock collar known to man.
Around the clock. But there's way too many points of reference here to explain this.
You need to like put something on honeydew. Am I wrong? Is there anybody here who just like raw dogs honeydew and loves it? I feel like there's got to be something wrong with you, like psychologically. You know?
Fucking lying, man. It's the shock collar. And the shock...
Dude, whatever gene makes YMS really love Scar the Lion is probably what's also in honeydew enjoyers.
Shock collar just makes way more sense with all the evidence surrounding...
I'm kidding.
It.
Barbecue sauce? Get the fuck out of here. This guy's making fucking barbecue sauce covered honeydew.
It has to be a shock collar. And I mean that
barbecue sauce on pineapple or honeydew is literally the pizza people fighting back. You're gonna put that shit on our Italian fucking cuisine. That's fine, all right. Guess what? I'll be having my honeydew with fucking barbecue sauce. You enjoy that. You enjoy the fucking barbecue sauce on the honeydew.
Evidence just continues.
You put Ricky's on it
just to pile up. And let's.
Dude, Ricky's got the finest hot sauce, dude.
Let's see the vibrating version that has all these same characteristics.
If you go to iDubbbz thing, you can get one for free.
And also, while you're at it, let's see the clip of you previously saying about how you use a vibration collar. Show us her wearing it, or you know.
Chain your dog to the floor and put on its collar and showcase the vibration.
What the fuck are we doing, man? I saw you pull your dog's tail, freak.
True, but he never gave it cheese, so that makes Ethan lose.
The cope continues. So he says, Hasan says the collar is a vibrating one. I have multiple collars. One of the collars that people are pointing to from months ago is a vibration collar. Uses specifically to communicate with Kaya when she's free roaming at parks. So it has a controller. This is the other part.
But like the screenshot of one of the collars that people were complaining about came from inside the house, like literally.
Right, he's failing to address. If it is a vibration collar, you have a controller and you activated it in that moment, but you pretend you don't know what happened. Why did you lie about vibrating her?
It's like, no, it's not a shock collar. It's a vibration collar that I didn't even activate. It was the Dew Claw, I think, because my chat said so. But even if it was a shock collar, that would be okay as well. But it wasn't, and I didn't activate it. Any questions? Wow, this guy's cleared himself. This is great content. Thank you.
It's used to communicate her when she's free roaming the park. Then why the fuck and if that's true, why'd you use it? Because she took one step off her pad. Why was that on her? There are no bark collars that vibrate. All look very similar. Well, that's actually been proven to be not true, but go ahead.
I have multiple collars. I'm going to address the collar thing in a second as well. But I have multiple collars for Kaya, and I put an air tag on them. I put an air tag on all of her collars to make sure that, I know where she's at. And one of the collars that people are pointing to in the from previous days or from like months ago is the collar that is a vibration collar. A collar that I use specifically to commute.
Hold on, you've been talking about this vibration collar all this time, and this is the best evidence you have?
Dude, fucking, this is what happens. They shock the dog, and all of a sudden...
Be Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand? Yeah, what was that?
As soon as the dog, like, fucking evaporates. Has anybody made that meme yet? Holy fuck, we need that one.
I can't see anything.
Communicate with Kaya when she's free roaming.
Then why'd you do it now?
Or when she is,
why did you use it then?
Off leash, running around.
Or when she dares to take...
It appears the Covenant has glassed Hasan's dog.
One paw off of the mat she's been sitting idly on for hours.
Okay? Because when you leave your dog to free roam, to go out on the trail or whatever, there are going to be instances where you can yell for her to come back to do.
I don't think anybody has a problem with a vibration collar. That seems like a totally reasonable training tool. Yeah. It doesn't hurt them. It just gives them. It's like clickers. You know, the clicker. It alerts them.
Again, I think a lot of these tools are like, specifically vibration ones, are probably, it's the way that people use them that determines how useful they actually are. My knowledge is that like any of these negative things, like these shock collars and vibration collars and stuff, are typically looked at as inferior alternatives to just positive reinforcement techniques. But there are scenarios where you would need them if the dog is not like, if the dog's too far gone or it's like a rescue or something.
Recall.
So you don't need to explain why you're using a vibration collar. You need to convince me.
Are people buying?
Like, I don't think somebody having a vibration collar or like even potentially even a shock collar is inherently a bad dog owner. If this dog has like bit people before or something, or if this dog was already showcasing these signs and it's a rescue, like should that dog not get rescued? Should they not try everything at their disposal? The idea of a shock collar is it's supposed to be the last line of defense for helping a dog. Would you not want them to use that last line in a scenario where this dog has been mistreated its whole life and is getting an opportunity to keep like living?
Buying this shit?
Yo, thank you for hitting the goal. You guys have earned another goal.
And Mike from PA, the good obedient dog he is.
And to answer your previous question, Tom, you said, how did these people solve this so quick?
Yeah,
someone in chat said,
incredible.
never underestimate the effects of Tylenol.
Tylenol. Oh man, you know,
True.
There's, you know, the Tylenol savant they call them, right? We call it that. It's a new term.
Okay.
I'm neurodivergent, by the way.
By the way, I got a quick question. Somebody mentioned vegan in chat, and that made me remember vegan gains, because I clearly have something going on here that I do not want a doctor to diagnose. Is he on steroids now? Is vegan gains on steroids now? Vegan gains is ridiculously huge now. Like, look at this. He was never that yoked, bro. Is that normal? Sorry.
Officially on the spectrum. Just saying.
But because she's so far away that she can't hear you, okay? That's where the vibration collar comes in.
Why'd you use it?
It vibrates. It doesn't actually have any sort of like shocking component, okay? And there are multiple different versions of this.
Show it.
There are the no bark collars that I believe both vibrate and also emit like a large sound.
Show it.
Like a loud sound. There are shock collars as well. They all look very similar to one
Show
another.
it. This shit has been deeply analyzed. Like, we know that they look similar. We've looked very closely, but they are not identical.
The problem I have with what Ethan is saying here is because, like, it's over. Guys, I'm looking at this on fucking October 11th, all right? This shit's like fucking 6 days old or some shit right now. Like, we've gone through this. It's over. If he pulls up a collar right now, is there a single person in chat that's going to go, oh, this is obviously the same collar from the first episode? Nobody's going to believe that. No, literally nobody is going to look at a new collar that Hasan produces.
But the vibration collar is what they were pointing to, okay? To be like, oh my God, he has a collar that he's using to abuse her and shocking her.
Dude, dogs yelp in pain from a vibration. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, if we just use our mind,
All right. Is it not possible for a dog to yelp when it's surprised? Does a yelp always imply actual pain? I don't think that it does, but I don't know.
rational minds. Occam's razor, right? He's not going to yelp out.
Not like that.
Out in pain from a vibration, especially if she's used to it.
Dude, I like how he's made no mention.
It is, but you should check on it. That's a different question. Yeah, obviously. Hasan not even turning is insane. But...
Of the stepping on something.
What happened to that?
What happened to that? So he doesn't even mention that again.
Nope.
We forgot.
He and also definitely had to use a remote.
Shout out to Nicholas.
He doesn't acknowledge that either.
No. What did the dog do wrong? Why are you? What are we talking about?
What the dog doing? All right. Now, iDubbbz talked about this. 30 minutes of footage from Stoic Chronicles. Never do that. I'm sorry.
I'm teasing.
I missed 2 donos. Thank you so much.
I'm teasing. Basically, this is a stream in defense of Hasan.
What? Bro, why? I thought it was just one clip. Is this all about Hasan?
Yeah, a bunch of freaks. Like, this is for anyone who's been following Hasan over the past, couple of years. We know that dude has a lot of sick haters, and
bro, he's just like gawk chasing here.
Do not care about animal welfare in the slightest. They've said as much. Some of them. I've never watched content from either side. I think I might be lucky. Yeah, I mean, that's quite the apathetic.
Even if you don't care for animal welfare, is there nothing to critique Hasan over in this instance? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Oh, these guys don't even care about animals. They eat them from McDonald's. Who cares if you shock an animal?
Not apathetic. That's quite the, what's the word? It's a little fence-righty, but I get it. Some people just don't have the mental capacity. I don't think a lot of people have the space in their life to introduce that kind of fucking drama. Yeah, I mean, I understand Pineapple.
I guess he's talking about why these people aren't defending Hasan publicly. I think there are people who, they're saying, oh, they're scared to do it because the online mob is going to come for them. I think they're scared to do it because it looks like Hasan shocked his dog. And it's like they don't want to get involved because if they give the correct take, that would be against Hasan. And if they have a shared audience, that wouldn't look really good.
Collargate has been fascinating to watch. It's been so fucking, I don't know. Yeah, fascinating is a word you could use. It's been so annoying. I fucking hate it. Oh, man. A bunch of people pretending to fucking care about
why are you inconvenienced? Why are you inconvenienced by this? You have literally nothing even related to Hasan. Why is this a big stressor for you? Because your wife had to tweet about it?
I mean, it's like XQC out of all the people. He's like trying to zoom in and circle shit in Microsoft Paint and saying that it's just so stupid because it's entertainment for all of them. That's like this is
probably the only content creator who's going to defend this that actually does believe Hasan's fucking rebuttal.
All it is. And a little catharsis, like, oh yeah.
Is Dark Vibe EU a virgin? No.
Because they don't really care.
Why would so many people
what the
be
controversy
Googling that?
is.
Sue, when
Thank
are we
you.
getting the collar stream, Nick?
Oh yeah, I gotta
Down
electrocute myself. That's the guys electrocuting myself at $1,000. No, I'm kidding. Do not. $1,000 interval shock collar camera stream would probably get me banned, but I would make a fucking murdering amount of money.
They just want him to fucking suffer in some kind of way. Why would he shock his dog in front of everyone?
Someone donate it now? No, it would be donating it on any night that I chose to do that. But I think it's a TOS violation.
Yeah, Midnight Thunder Boy. I mean, that's one of the, like... Hasan is, rightfully so, a careful content creator. Like, I think when I was over at his house, he was, like, saying something about, like, yeah, even if you clicked fucking start streaming, it wouldn't start. Like, even if you
Ethan did it on the podcast. No, I think the difference between what would actually get you banned is taking monetary donations as like a goal set up to electrocute yourself on stream. That just sounds like something that should be banned, and I assume it is banned, right? Like the $1,000 donation goal is to shock your neck. It sounds like it should be like not allowed, or that people would get seriously injured doing it.
Accidentally click something because I was trying to fucking record from his computer. And I was like, oh, okay, so there's like things in place to, there's probably dead man switches and all sorts of stuff. So the fact, like even the idea that he just casually have the fucking shot collar on his desk just to fucking casually hit it during stream when he's frustrated is fucking insane. Yeah, I agree.
Wait, did he see the fucking tweet? Does he think that was a casually hitting a... Like, he saw the tweet from Nick Andros where he had a big button that said electrocute dog. Did he think that's what people think happened? Wait, why would it be weird for him to have a shock collar there? If the dog is wearing a shock collar, why would it be weird for him to have it off to the side in case the dog does something that requires shock collaring? People don't put these things on for show, right?
Margonautica. I think no one really fucking cares about it.
Like, what do? You buy the shock collar and then put the remote back in the box? Like, what do you think the use case is for the remote with a shock collar?
And it's sort of, it makes sense, right? Like, that's the, if you're going to be on the left, that's kind of the standard you're held to, is this fucking, like, you're, like...
Okay, before he says anything, is the standard that the left is held to not abusing their dog? Is he calling, like, dog abuse a purity test? Like, what's happening here?
Obviously, fucking Pedro Troll, well, I can call him Pedo Troll, Stoic. Pedo Troll, like, he fucking lets his dog shit all over his house and the office, and, like...
Cool. This is awesome.
Like, clearly, just, I don't know. I don't even think that...
He doesn't even want to commit to, like, completely slandering Ethan, so he's backing off.
It's speculation. I don't think those dogs are getting walked. I don't think they're getting as much, like, what do you call it? Enrichment.
Enrichment.
As they...
Sorry, Ethan, your Ducky is not an enriched dog.
As they want or need. So it is very...
I mean, it's just so easy to hate this guy. He's like an actual fucking... He's actually an awful person.
Very rich to hear someone like Pedo Troll trying to fucking bitch and moan about anything Hasan/pet related.
I mean, this is the only clip you need to see every time they... Oh, all these bad faith actors keep clipping me out of context. And, oh, all these people are so malicious to me. And then you play them this clip and they're like, oh, wait. Hold on. No, this is just like this is just an asshole.
They're freaking out over a potential shot collar, but they seem fine with a genocide. Yes. Okay.
I actually hate all these people. Dude, these guys can't go 3 seconds without using dead Palestinians as like a defense mechanism. It's actually insane. It is so insane, dude.
Leo, it's fucking... Well, it's an obsession with Hasan, And they're going to say, what? What, I can't be concerned about 2 things at once? It's like, 2 things at once? No, you have so much, like, the amount of fucking Instagram posts from Pedo Troll and Pedo Troll's wife, insane. Absolutely insane. Like, they were like, this is it.
Do they think that, like, the alternative is wake up, tweet about fucking... Palestine, sit down, tweet about Palestine, take a shit, tweet about Palestine, smoke some crack, tweet about Palestine, go to work, tweet about Palestine, get fired from your job, tweet about Palestine, go hang out with your family, your second family that has an alternative lifestyle in Santa Fe, tweet about Palestine, kill Ken in front of his dad at his war hero dad's fucking funeral, tweet about Palestine, murder your entire regular family, tweet about Palestine, do not apologize in death row and let people have their, okay.
This is our time. This is our moment. We can do it. And so, like, normally it's...
Hang out with your poly family after that, tweet about Palestine.
I think from Hila, it's, I don't know. I don't think I've seen much from her. You go on her fucking, her Instagram story, and it's just fucking 10 Hasan posts in a row.
Have your tweets fixed anything yet? I'm just curious. When you send thoughts and prayers to Palestine, is anyone answering? Like, what's happening?
It's like, you're fucking obsessed. Say you're obsessed. Also,
you're fucking obsessed with Palestine, dude. Get a hobby.
Isn't he talking shit about...
Holy shit, dude. These guys don't even know who you are, bro.
You before the CPS call? Yes, of course.
Bro, you think Israel's gonna let you hit? Like... Why are you defending Netanyahu, guy? Do you think, dude, Netanyahu is not gonna fuck you, bro?
That was.
Yeah, why is Ian even checking their Instagram? He has nothing better to do?
Before the CPS call, and then also, he used the CPS call to essentially say, like, I'm getting harassed, and now I'm justifiable in talking whatever shit I want to talk about to whoever.
POV guy who's been crying about people making jokes about his wife for the last 7 years.
on my podcast because I was transgressed upon in this way. That's how he used the CPS call, basically.
Like, this is such a crazy malicious actor. It's like, I wonder why he chose not to include it previously.
She reposted some Nazi guy's drawing. Yeah, I saw that. It's fucking pathetic. Like, the hate boner for Hasan, like, does not... like, it completely clouds their judgment. They couldn't look at...
Wait, retweeted a Nazi guy's drawing?
Virgin? No, I am not.
What does that mean?
Why would so many people be Googling that?
I'm so confused.
Ian's
Thank you.
hobby is talking about Palestine because it's sure not making him a living.
True.
Get that and be like, I wonder where this comes from. Did he pick one person to blame CPS, or did he just blanket...
Is EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Interested to see how they pivot if the war is over.
I don't know. They would just kind of grift on a new foreign conflict. You have to remember, before Palestine, they grifted really hard to trans issues. Like, every panel, trans debate, trans debate, trans debate, trans debate. They pulled in all these audience members. They told them, well, oh yeah, we're fighting for you. They're trying to take your rights. We're fighting for you. And then the Palestinian fucking plight happened. October 7th happened. And they threw all those trans people away like garbage. They just completely ignored them.
Blame everyone.
So they'll just move. They'll either go back to trans issues, maybe that could be it, or they'll find a new thing to leave those guys in the dust for.
Who he's currently talking about. It was kind of
Nicholas
a blanket
the
blame.
Goat. Thank you for the $5.
Immigration, yeah, the U.S. genocide. Oh my God!
I think most of the ire is directed toward Snark, vaguely Snark. He'll kind of fucking use it whenever it's beneficial to like victimize.
Bro, he'll use it whenever it's beneficial to victimize. Meanwhile, for Snark, this guy regularly browses H3 Snark. Like, whenever it's convenient for research, right? Like, that's his position, I guess. I don't know. I feel like he can't do that and also complain. I don't know. That seems like a hypocrisy to me.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Last time
Thank you.
people who look like Ian were regularly in the media was the early, mid-90s, when people were wasting
Skinheads,
away from
right?
AIDS.
Oh.
He needs to eat some real
That's
food
weird.
and hang
You
with
went-
some young-based homies like me.
You went for the
He's not
AIDS
a
argument.
gentleman.
I assumed you were going to go for, like, the skinhead. Like, the last time this guy was in the news, it was for wearing a pointy white hat or something. Or this guy, people like this guy. I would have gone for, like, a Klan reference, but I guess AIDS works, too.
But he does that.
Also, it appears the Rangers have scored.
A lot, right? Like, that's also like
Hey, Nicholas
continuously
DeOrio,
he'll make
shit
the
fun.
anti-Semitic jokes. He'll do the anti-Semitic photoshops. He'll do all.
Don't worry, guys. Listen, any Jews in the audience, find solace in the fact that iDubbbz is on your side.
Shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
Fuck,
all these
bro.
things.
Oh, come on. That couldn't have come like a second earlier? Bro, the air support was like, all right, he's dead. Fly over.
Just to make it seem like
Thank you.
I really like
he's a victim in
Why? Oh, fuck. 20 gifted! Thank you.
some way, but he's not. He's the one doing the fucking Hitler salute. He's the
Can I say
one.
something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Photoshopping Mein Kampf. He's the one who's got people saying fucking Jew references on his soundboard. He's paying someone to do that on the soundboard. Like, dude's a freak. He's completely lost the plot.
Thank you for the goal. He's paying someone from the Goyim to make Jew references on stream. I can't, dude. This is so fucking funny. Guys, listen, any Jews out there in the audience, remember, dude, this white dude has your back. This white Canadian dude has your back.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Iconic
I
Jew
really
reference, yeah.
Why? He just doesn't even know what the angle is anymore. Stoic. We'll see that. Wait, 1 second. Ethan's life hasn't been going well, so they bought like 3 dogs in a few months. It's weird. I do think it's weird. I'm suspicious of it. I think they're trying to stoic. I don't know what the word is because I haven't gone through this myself.
Wait, so he's saying that they're buying dogs to prove a point? Like they're being bullied into expanding their dog catalog?
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Thank you.
I really like you.
Typically, like adopting more responsibility in that way when things are going bad. Like I really want to lessen the amount of things on my plate when things
Can I
aren't
say
going
something
well.
to you, Nick? I really like you.
Did he make his donut sound stoic? I think that's the editor here. This is actually a video brought to you by Stoic Chronicles.
And my mental health
So I
isn't good.
assume that's that.
Like I want to think
Wait, what? What?
Nicholas DeOrio, we in this shit, son.
Thank you.
My plate when things aren't going well and my mental health isn't good. Like I want to stop. My instinct is to stop.
Your instinct is to stop
Is
when your
Dark
mental
Vibe
health is
a
bad. Then like,
version?
why are you
No,
streaming now?
I'm not. Why would
Or are
so
we
many
still
people
pretending
be
that everything's
Googling that?
okay?
But it was fucking amazing.
That was like an insane soundbite there.
What the fuck is VO2 max? It's basically a measurement to determine how in shape you are, how fit you are, and it's usually done by like athletes who are like competing, who need to know. They need to know if they're actually like progressing in their fitness goals. You run on a treadmill with a fucking thing on your face, and it's reading your fucking your breath in and out, and it's giving you readings, and it increases the speed basically, and you do it until you can't run anymore, or you're gonna fall off the treadmill or some shit. Most smartwatches can check it decently.
Wait, why does he know that? What is he using that for?
Well,
I want to add that
Stoic.
Michael Briggs said that Ian's cardio sucked ass for the second one, but his VO2 max said
He didn't say for the second one.
Stoic. He did?
I don't think it was.
Wait, I thought he was talking about the first one, but like, was he arguing his cardio was good in the second fight? Wasn't the second fight where they changed midway through like the round length because they got it wrong or something? Like the referee had like the wrong time.
Yeah, he said.
Well, if he said it for the second one, fuck him. He's an absolute fucking disgrace. Stoic. So fucking pathetic. I work so goddamn hard. You can see it. You can fucking see it.
Where can you see it? I don't. Where do you see the hard work?
You know what's really sad about it is like in the second fight in particular, I had so much more in the tank, but like I didn't. It's one of those things where you
didn't what?
I should have emptied it. That was the.
Dude, he had so much more to give, and he just didn't do that. He didn't empty the tank. Got it.
That was essentially I would say my biggest problem in the second fight is I didn't empty
my biggest problem in the second fight is I just didn't do anything. I just sat there and I had so much stamina when we were done, so I can cry like with passion.
My tank. I was pacing myself way too much in the fight, and I needed to be a lot more active.
Shaggy just like clapped me.
To the point where I was exhausted. When I finished that one, I was just like, oh shit, I could do fucking 5 more rounds. Like, before
dude, he ended the fight, lost, and he's like, I could do this all day. Oh my god, dude.
Wheezing. Wait, what the hell? I looked at your height and you're 6'2"? Yeah. I would say 6'2" on a good...
Yeah, I had lots of stamina. They're saying that I didn't have any stamina. Some say that I had the most stamina. I ended the fight and I was thinking to myself, I go, God, can we just do another 5 rounds out there? I've got so much stamina. They've never seen anything like it. It's the most stamina I've ever seen in a boxing match.
Today, when I'm really straightening my spine, I would say I'm closer to 6'1". I think
many are saying this. They're talking about how much stamina I had.
It's like kind of in the middle of the two.
There's never been a president that's had this much stamina.
Ian does the opposite. Ian does the opposite of other men, where instead of adding an inch, he takes away an inch. He's 6'2". Standing against.
No, I'm just extremely honest. She says I sandbag myself, and I agree with that sometimes. Okay, enough talking about this bullshit. You guys are distracting me. Shout out Leftovers. Stoic. Y'all are the fucking legends.
Bro, how can you complain about hate online the way that you're doing and then shout out Leftovers? Am I wrong here? He's done this like 3 times. He doesn't seem to realize this is like going to be used against him.
Shout out Snark. I'm just going to start calling it Snark. He says his dogs sometimes go potty inside, then later denies that they shit in the house.
Dude, it's so funny. He'll address this all now. It took him months to even engage with it. Now he's just completely... It's insane.
Sounds...
He just completely adopted all their talking points months later after ignoring it.
Sounds true. Sounds like that...
Yo! Mauler, what's up?
That is something that he would say. Oh, brace yourselves.
You
So,
could have milked that
yeah.
so
Thank
much
you.
harder. Big content strategy problems.
EFAP
here, Nick.
raid?
I'll help you maximize your money. All right.
Did Mauler just raid in here? Thank you.
Anissa was doing her thing. She was just tweeting. Well, I'll read it. It says, I'm a big dog advocate. I love training dogs with positive reinforcement, as you can tell with Merlin and Fiona.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
On Ian streams. I met Kaya. I saw Kaya while Hasan was streaming. She never had a shot collar on. She was good at her place command, but that's very easily accomplished with positive reinforcement. I would be very surprised if this was actually Kaya reacting to a shot collar. So fucking...
All right, we've been seeing this a lot. This is the third person that we've pulled up who their defense is, it's not a shock collar because I've seen the dog, and the dog was good. Oh, the dog was trained extremely well. It must have been positively trained. Do you not find this bizarre? Nobody wants to acknowledge the fact that the back of the collar looks extremely suspicious. No, it's just like, oh, well, I've met the dog. That's good enough.
Normal and reasonable. Let's see how Pedo Troll responds. By the way, no one was forcing Pedo Troll to react to this, for the record.
Nick would love Tron Ares. I watched the drinker video where he called it Tron Arse. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently they wiped away everything from Tron Legacy and they just started again with Morbius. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'm going to watch that movie.
I need to remind him and his community and the losers on his podcast who, like, you know, hit the anti-Semitic soundboard and, you know, flip
Dude, his iconic anti-Semitism soundboard, dude. We need an anti-Semitism soundboard.
around, you know, switch the camera.
Look, if people are going to make all these claims about me, I at least better, like, reap the funny rewards of having these items.
Cameras and shit. I need to remind them on occasion because I think they forget sometimes that he doesn't need to do this. He doesn't need to do it.
Just because
Who said?
he's a horrible dog owner. What the fuck did I do?
I wonder what he did. I wonder what he did. So I need a
Rag said Tron Ares was bad, by the way. I mean, that sounds like a reason for me to watch it. I hate I watch every bad thing. Tomorrow, I told Mauler this before. I'm going to be, my media diet will be expanded with Marvel Zombies. I will get back to you and let you guys know all of my important thoughts on it at a future date.
Stop pausing it. I need to let this shit play out. I'm sorry, guys. I'll let it play.
All right, let it play. Let me hear it.
I didn't even commented at this point, I don't think. Just because Ethan's a horrible dog owner. And
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Put these to more wigglers. Only good thing that came from Keffels and the sound clip.
I wonder where Keffels is these days.
Can't train his dogs worth shit.
Oh,
Doesn't mean other people are using a shock collar. Okay, great.
By the way, that's the reason that she had mentioned him, is because he was the one posting it all over his Instagram story.
Yeah, but his point was he hadn't done that at that point, right? I don't know if he had or hadn't, but Anissa, I think, was the first person I saw to come out and say anything. I might have seen the Ethan thing later, but I don't know.
Of course. He's trying to change reality before our very eyes.
And this is like the most blatant, pathetic attempt at deflection I have ever seen.
I kind of like the fact you got shrapnel just for no reason.
Well, of course I catch shots.
I don't know. It's making
I catch shots.
It's denied deflect.
It's shrapnel.
Okay.
And accuse the accusers of doing the same thing. No. It wasn't a shot collar. Yeah, actually.
He just said, I have nothing to do with this. And then he said, yeah, this is what they do. Accuse the accusers. So you're saying you're the accuser. All right, dude.
Please.
First of all, again, it appears the Rangers have scored. And second, but do you know what he accused them of? Like, can you just do like a simple fact check, I guess? It shouldn't be that hard to find out when the Instagram story was posted, no?
Ethan's a bad dog owner.
He didn't even want to look?
Huh?
Also, I don't know.
Dogs love routine and training. If you can't train one, don't get 4. Again, what the fuck did I do? I'm so sorry for taking 3 rescues in.
What an asshole.
And, you know, you're right. They should have been euthanized. Nissa would have been better, would have been happier if my 3 rescues would have been euthanized. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Is he not going to respond to that?
Anissa.
He has nothing to say for that?
And talk about me. That's super fucking relevant. You dumb fuck. You pathetic.
Why is he sitting there smiling while his wife is getting, like, assassinated?
And by the way,
he's so mad.
Dude.
Bad news, guys. Battlefield 6 fucking sucks. Nah, just
No!
kidding. It's
Oh, okay.
so much fun.
Dude, there was so much hype around Battlefield 6 in this chat. I have literally not seen a single trailer, but I hear about it every stream.
Hard for another man. Boy, I would be. And by the way,
look at his weird fucking insecurities coming out. Listen to this. Yeah.
You dumb.
I feel like all of iDubbbz' new commentary is just because he's been watching streams that I've done and that Kino Casino has done and that Ethan has done, and he's trying to like emulate the style. He just doesn't understand where the jokes go, you know? He's kind of copying the homework here, but he doesn't understand why things get funny.
Fuck. You pathetic. And by the way, if my wife was simping this hard for another man, boy, I would be. And listen, I'm a very secure guy, and I don't get jealous. And I would say, if Hila was out here...
Dude, he looks so out to lunch right now. It's amazing.
Because she did not go this hard for her own husband. When her own husband's being accused of stuff, she's like, no, he smells like shit. No, he's bad, he doesn't...
Look at him rewriting history.
I don't think that's that's not a rewrite. What?
He says that if his wife were to defend someone who is incorrectly being accused of abuse...
Bro, he's off the beans right now. He needs more baked beans stat. It's the only way.
Abuse? That would make him insecure. That would make him feel bad. Dude, you are extremely insecure. This whole routine, he even said on a previous podcast...
Bro, he's like assassinating your wife. Defend your wife. Stop doing the, no, you're mad. No, you're mad. No, you're mad. Just like, I don't know, defend your wife a little bit.
That he would essentially be uncomfortable with his wife.
Or concede, I guess.
To a male hairdresser. Oozing insecurity, dude. Just say it. Just say you're insecure and you're creepy. Like creepy Giardia. Stoic.
Oh, yeah, also.
Stoic.
Oh, and Giardia is obviously a reference to the poop thing and obviously insulting a member of the cast who, I guess, shits on him a lot that he doesn't like. I don't know. This is really bizarre.
There's clips of Hila looking all coy in front of Hasan. Like, you want to have this conversation? I don't think this works. I don't think this works.
Wait, dude, how funny would it be if Ian tries to do that route? And go, oh no, Hila Klein wants Hasan Piker. That's where you're wrong, Ethan. Wouldn't that, like, first of all, count, like, that would be a huge issue with like the way he's defended himself thus far if he did that. I don't think that would work out for him. And two, I doubt there's like a single clip remotely as funny as like the first couple that you could find of Anissa. Like the training one.
Your perspective, dude. Like, this is
with the hairdresser, yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know. It's just not the right angle. And I can only imagine it's because I can only imagine that it is because it's a woman. Because I
hold on.
About Ethan now.
Hold on. How do you make that comment about Hila Klein and then default to you're mad? It's woman.
Nick
Why?
just started
What do you
insulting me
mean?
viciously on Twitter.
I zoned out. Where did the bingo card come from?
Oh, that's the video from the Stoic guy.
My live streams. I'm not afraid.
He's like bouncing through talking points that aren't. This is like I read the snark post and saw multiple different positions, and he's just reading them out as if that they're like comparable or they jive well with each other.
If talking about Ethan, I'll do a whole segment like this, talking mad shit about Ethan, and a lot of the time he'll just fucking skip right over it. We've referenced a lot of the shit, and
I don't want to skip a minute of this.
You know, he just wants to hone in on Anissa's tweets. They're tweets as well. It's not even as juicy as this live video. Hey, listen, I know my wife.
Do you think that he's gonna dodge reacting to this? Again, like every time iDubbbz streams, it's red panty night for everybody. He's gonna do another whole stream on this, probably.
It's smart. I know she has some great fucking one-liners. I know that it makes you feel really bad. It probably feels much worse coming from a woman to receive these insults than it does from me. I can
Wait, is he just trying to say now that, like, Ethan just hates women? Like, that's the take? We finally got the take. It's like, oh, you're mad that you're getting talked down to by a woman. That's the real problem, Ethan.
I understand that, but it's also sexist. You know, you're sort of revealing that
you're sexist because you don't like my wife.
Hurts you a lot more when a woman's doing it to you.
Sorry. Doesn't know anything. He smells like shit. He has tonsil stones. He stinks. He's a bad boxer. He never had a chance of beating Dr. Mike, she said on camera. You never had a chance of beating Dr. Mike, she said.
Well, in fairness, I mean, it's just rewriting history.
Trust me, nothing of value is said here. He just said a lot of nothing. All right, okay. I mean, still keeping it legible would probably be like ideal. I don't know.
Also, my husband is hot, very
okay, we saw this clip already.
Physically capable and has beautiful.
In fairness, she did say that. Yeah, she literally did say that.
Smelling breath. He actually, even in the morning, I have worse smelling breath than him. Okay, he doesn't like it when I.
Well, the reason why your breath smells worse in the morning is you're sleeping next to him, so the shit particles in his mouth are actually moving.
Defend him. He gets mad. He just wants to do it himself. So I respect it.
She respects me. There you go. The breath is beautiful. Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, I actually have the best breath. They come to me, they smell my mouth, they just go, wow, that is some good breath. I've never smelled breath quite like that before.
Breath is beautiful.
But now it's Hasan's on.
That's what they say. They all go, what toothpaste do you use, iDubbbz?
Camera, reaching for a button at the exact moment his dog yelps out in pain. And it's, yeah, but what about Ethan?
Is that a good strategy in life? If you're in a...
And again, yeah, can we really trust her fucking judgment? Why would Anissa marry someone who smells like shit? Like chronically. Like daily shit smeller. She clearly has an acquired palate for whatever comes out of his mouth, right? If you're around somebody like that, eventually you stop to smell it. You stop smelling it.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Anissa's life-size doll never had his own personality. Always skin walked into those around him. Pink guy, Ethan. His wife. Now it's Palpatine. Last time he cared about two things at once, he created the NF line.
Oh my god, dude. Well, realistically, this is what we have here. It proves my theory that I had years ago, that Ian is the worst party in comparison to him and his wife. Everybody blames Anissa, but Ian has literally always been worse.
Jam to just shit on Ethan?
I mean, it's working for them.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know if it's going to work for them in this case.
It is a good strategy.
Hey, listen. I'll say this. If Ethan shut his fucking mouth about the Hasan...
Dude, there's no way. There's no way he's going to deliver. There's no way. Hold on.
I'll say this. If Ethan shut his fucking mouth about the Hasan shit, if he didn't post 12 stories about it, if he wasn't obsessing over him over the past year... I think a lot of people would not invoke his name for this Hasan drama. I don't think anyone would fucking care at all to bring his name up and do a little comparison. But you gotta understand.
Does he not realize that everything he's saying right here applies to him more so? Like, your entire life right now, in the position that you're in, is like due to you not being able to shut your mouth. I don't know how you can deliver that take to anybody else in any other circumstance when like you've destroyed your own career for less.
Whatever functioning
to keep my wife's lover's name out your fucking mouth
Nicholas
is diabolical.
Keffels appreciated the shout
Part
out.
of Ethan's brain remains. You would imagine that he could put those pieces together. Like, oh yeah, if I'm going to comment on something and show my deep, undying obsession with Hasan, like, maybe people are going to point out that I have zero room to talk. He's so desperate, dude. He's so desperate.
I mean, this has to be projection, right? Like, why is this guy doing drama? Can somebody give me a good reason on why this guy is still covering any of this, if he wants this to end?
Right. Like, this was an organized effort. Like, the fact that even Hila was coming on, like, reposting all these disgusting comics and, like,
Can you showcase how it's not a shock collar? Other than, like, I have met the dog? Can you give me, like, anything to work with?
Photoshopped images and all of these things trying to prove that Hasan is abusing his dog. Like, it just shows me that, like, they did an all-hands-on-deck type moment. Like, we got...
You don't have to do an all-hands-on-deck thing for a viral story that went to Forbes articles. Like, Everyone's talking about this. Everyone's researching this. I didn't have to ask anybody to look up anything because I knew when I fired up a stream, it would all be there waiting for me.
Gotta make this. We gotta make this his downfall, guys. We got to. Because all of these fuckers, like the Destinies, the Dan Saltmans, they fucking hate Hasan. And they want him to perish online.
Ealer reposted the Nazi.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. Even if somebody hates Hasan Piker and unfortunately delivers a good take, like at some point, you know, you kind of got to like call a spade here. Like the worst person you know just made a really good point. That can happen, you know?
That made the animation of
No, they just want, oh, this is a bad person. Let's ignore everything they say forever because they're bad. And that's it. That's it.
In the IDF killing children, by the way. Yeah, exactly.
It made Forbes. Yeah, Forbes covered this. I don't know why he just said it was like NBC only.
That's
Nicholas
what I mean.
the
It was
Goat,
so
thank you for the $5,
It was so
man.
desperate to
thank you,
smear Hasan that they couldn't even check like who's on their side. That's sort of where Ethan or where Pedo Troll is at this point, where they're not going to...
I don't think that Ethan needs to be like on a side with anybody. He just had to tweet out about the clip. I don't stop and go, where is the council decided that this happened? Like, I don't know.
Double check.
What does sides have to do with whether he abused his dog?
There's a KFC in Yemen!
The only reason Ian still talks to the cringe crew is because they are successful. I guarantee if Hasan wanted to go after on any of them would jump at it.
Oh, you're
Mainly
talking about
cause
like
Hasan is bigger.
You're talking about Mofo and them? I don't know.
Like who their allies are in this situation, they're just gonna fucking post it.
I also wanted to add that like that video, that comic, or not comic, but the video of Hila shooting children, like...
Oh my god, dude! Alright, do you remember this fucking thing? This was made by the guy who made like the crazy COVID one. There was like somebody made a comic of that back in 2020. And it was the same guy who made like the crazy, like Chinese lady fucking COVID comic. Yeah.
That...
Yeah, why would she bring that up? What the fuck is the context there?
Or not comic, but the video of Hila shooting children, like that... We were in Australia when that came out, and I was so disturbed and saddened by it, but I like messaged Ethan and Hila and like expressed like how sorry I was and that I know that this is a difficult situation and it's very painful and like
Come on!
Yourself,
Come on, bro! Oh, bad Fortnite gameplay! Come on!
Shout out.
There we go! Okay, sorry. What'd you say, Nisa?
You know that this is a difficult situation and it's very painful and like you know that I was there for them. And it's kind of crazy that like I don't know, it's a little hurtful that like I know how hard that stuff can be, and it's just weird to see her reposting the same artist, because that really bothered them at the time.
It's fucking stupid.
Oh, that's the same artist? Oh my god, yeah, I wouldn't have retweeted that guy. I don't care what you think of him. I've only seen 2 things that guy's ever created. I don't think I would have retweeted that. Yeah.
Fucking brain dead.
I doubt that they knew that. I doubt that they knew that, like, that happened.
Like, of course it was painful to have a fucking artist depict you in that way. It's always disgusting. Like, I don't like that shit.
Well, if Hasan didn't, like, potentially use a shock collar on his dog, he wouldn't have had this problem, you know? Or if he just showed the collar and proved it wasn't a shock collar on the first day, he probably would have had a lot more leverage.
Of course. When it's your fucking...
No way they knew. Oh, yeah, of course they wouldn't have posted it.
When they're dogging on the... what you can...
Where was this attitude during the CPS call? Well, if you go back and look at the history, initially Ian thought the CPS call was from a concerned fan, but now it seems like he's like, well, it's just a wee bit of trolling. How come you guys can't engage? How come you guys are still complaining about this little trolling effort against you?
Consider, like, your mutual enemy.
Also, yeah, this is also... iDubbbz, who is like using Shadman art in his videos in 2021 after everybody already knew, you know? So I don't really know what... Oh, you're gonna make the art arguments? You guys followed Shadman on Twitter.
It's totally fine.
My dogs are not extraordinarily trained, right? They run around, they play a lot, and they get into trouble. And sometimes, especially the little dogs, go potty inside. So admittedly, my
I like that nice little
I
addition
recommend
there.
watching Nicholas
Thank you.
DeOrio's latest video.
Here's some money. Enjoy that chicken dinner for the W.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks.
And the little ones go potty inside. All right.
dogs are not like the best trained, right? I admit that. But what's
Bro, you go potty inside. You are untrained. You're a human being who smells like fucking unwashed ass.
that fucking guy
You couldn't shower before doing 2-a-days at the gym and stunk out the building.
got to do with Hasan?
Also, thank you guys for hitting the goal. You guys have done what iDubbbz has never done. Hit a goal.
Well, normally nothing. Normally, if you were just some random guy with a podcast who never mentions Hasan, it would mean nothing. It would mean less than nothing. Unfortunately, he's like your crush, you know? You're obsessing over him. You make all of these podcasts about him. I mean, to be honest,
you announced a 1-month streaming venture responding exclusively to like Ethan Klein. You were like, it was a September drama month where you were going to respond to all the drama. Just to be clear.
At this point, I might be competing with his for his love with Hasan.
Goes on though. Immediately defend.
I think you're being edged out by your wife.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
Ian is the last.
Mr.
Yeah,
Oreo.
true.
Ian is the last person to talk about where people shit.
True.
And dismissing what is an obvious example of animal abuse.
I love how to him it's an obvious example of animal abuse, yet this has been something that people are like hotly debating, like whether it even happened, whether even a shock collar was involved.
Wait. Why aren't you just saying it's been I thought you said it was proven that he didn't do it.
So
that it was debunked.
Ethan, it's obvious animal abuse.
Now it's a hot button debate.
But to the entirety of the internet, it's actually just
Also, he implied that everyone who's even talking about it is like terminally online and insane.
a discussion. Moist Critical needs to not comment on this shit at all. Like
Why?
he said, like, I'm not gonna get into any of this drama stuff. I think it was a similar
Dude, this guy's just reading Reddit. He's just listing the Reddit talking points.
thing with like Ludwig a while ago. Ludwig has maybe stayed out of this shit. I'm not sure. But it's like, don't fucking comment on it. Like it.
Why?
It doesn't look good for you. I mean,
What, you think that, oh, dude, Moist Critical right now is taking a huge hit from this drama?
let's be honest. It does look good for him because it's fucking the ultimate pandering. You go into his comment section and it's like, it's just parroting the same shit. Oh yeah, here's Ela gushing over Hasan IRL in the studio.
So his whole segment is just not acknowledging any of the points that like don't agree with his, I guess, ideal position at all, and just laughing that other people don't agree with him.
Let's look at the gush.
Charlie turned all revenue off and probably makes more than iDubbbz. Yeah, Charlie literally, he turned off all revenue. He disabled super chats on his streams, and he does probably bring in more money just based off ad revenue.
Sure.
Starting it up.
Oh hell yeah! I just started vlogging recently as well.
Look at the smile and the giggling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the smiling and the giggling. Why are you so giddy?
Yeah.
You want to be in my
Dude, he has absolutely no idea. This is probably the most painful one.
vlog?
Sure.
Starting it up.
Oh hell yeah! I just started.
I can't believe he's doing this on stream. The same stream where he implied that Ethan is sexist. He then pivots to this. That's very funny.
Started vlogging recently as well. I feel you. It's hard. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah, come and get your wife. What the hell?
See that.
Look at that.
Actually, I came here to say thank you.
Wait, why? No, thank you.
For supporting Teddy Price so much.
This is wild.
Making me
I honestly can't pretend to be as stupid and as insecure as Ethan. It's painful. Like, it's so painful. Like that.
Yeah, he literally has no idea why people hate his wife. That's so funny, dude.
Does he
think it's comparable at all to any clip of Anissa we've ever seen?
Nick
all
just
these
started
normal
insulting
ass
me viciously on
moments
Twitter.
with me and my wife, he's so desperate to be like, oh, this is fucked up. I would be so insecure. And then you see this shit. Dude, do it for the bit. Oh
The
my
big baggy
God.
pants. I love them so much. Oh my God.
Stop. She won't stop smiling, you guys.
I'd like to give a big shout
Also,
out to
This is
Nicholas
actually making me
DeOrio.
start to feel bad for him. I legitimately am starting to feel bad. He actually is, he's completely brain dead. He is actually, there's no cognitive, like, ability.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Ian is projecting so hard you could point him at a wall and give a PowerPoint presentation.
It sounds like he's trying to convince himself.
Look at where her eyes are going.
Your eyes go in two different directions.
Because you love it
I guess that was like the botched LASIK.
so much, I was thinking to do it also in black. What do you think?
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. I'll take it.
Somebody that like is completely not online at all was.
He tries to hide it, but
And I thought that was so fun.
What the fuck is this? All right, I think we're done with that section.
I said, what a pathetic shit stain of a human being.
It's even funnier that clip comes from a snark post where people are doing exactly what he's complaining about in regards to his wife, to Gila, and he's sitting there laughing hysterically on stream. Like, what does this guy have left other than, I guess, being mad at Ethan on stream, which flies right in the face of everything that he's saying.
To immediately hand wave away animal abuse and instead try.
Ethan said, what a pathetic shit stain of a human being. Man, someone's mad. A pathetic shit stain? All right. It's almost like this only works if you're completely captured by the idea that there was ever a animal abuse moment.
To turn it on.
Yeah, it's almost like that most people have come to that conclusion. That's why the statement was so effective. Yeah, unless you're like completely Hasan Piker audience or financially captured. Yeah, I mean, that does kind of hit. You're right.
My four loved dogs. Anissa will erase this tweet after more evidence of Hasan's animal abuse comes to light. And I truly...
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Nick, no. Don't have any empathetic feelings towards empathy, man. Bang.
Thank
I
you.
believe that because evidence is starting to pile up.
Yeah, it's just been like the last 10 minutes. You're mad, bro. You're mad, bro. Why are you so mad, bro? You're mad, bro.
Evidence is starting to pile up. Acting as
dude.
if
I just got clapped.
there's like something coming down the pike. There's some sort of like
Dude, there's something coming down the Piker.
Like the evidence stacking up.
Oh, you didn't see me die. That's good.
Is basically like, I guess this clip and then like another clip of a prong collar being on someone else's dog. It's so nothing, especially coming from the guy.
Dude, you won't look at this clip. You won't watch me on stream. You're going to hide from the evidence. Also, the evidence that's coming is like nothing. And I'm not going to show it to you. So don't ask.
Guy who's like talked about, yeah, I wish someone would have told.
He's just lying for free, literally.
Told me that you can't feed your dog handfuls of cheese. Oh, god damn it.
Pivots
It's
to
all
like, you
online,
killed your
and
dog,
people are starting
talking
to
point.
look back and connect the dots. And I think
people are. People are. Adam says, I bet
you can't buy this loyalty. Well, yeah, I mean, because he's not even making any money off of it, probably.
But if she was wrong, parentheses, she isn't, she'd admit she was wrong, though. Of course. Like, what is the point? Like, I don't know. It, again, just not principled in the slightest. Thinks everyone is just playing a weird, creepy optics game like he is.
house 3 days after her friend Denims made a stream making light of it. So here's Anissa making light of CPS coming and interviewing my children while defending Hasan, obviously abusing his dog. I mean, what a disgusting human being.
I mean, dude, dude, this is a crazy screenshot. To the context of what we're seeing here, getting that fucking squinted eye laughter when it says CPS coming to my fucking...
Defending Hasan, making light of CPS coming and interviewing my children.
He just bursts out laughing when he says CPS came and interviewed my children.
While defending Hasan, obviously abusing his dog. I mean, what a disgusting human being that is. What a disgusting, unprincipled, vile fucking piece of shit she is. Ew. Like, ew.
This, man, I don't know what it is, but it feels like he uses so many more descriptive words to describe Anissa than he does even me.
children while defending Hasan, obviously abusing his dog. I mean,
like, I'm the one who made the content cop, dude.
They're going to call Child Protective Services, and they're going to go through and they're going to try to, like, interview every coat hanger in Ian's house.
Hell.
What a disgusting human being that is. What a disgusting, unprincipled, vile fucking piece of shit she is. Ew.
Disgusting, vile, unprincipled piece of shit she is. I don't know. I just think he thinks it's a battle that he can win. I think that's exactly why he's suing 3 women, is he thinks that, generally speaking, women are weaker. He can, you know, he has this view in his head that is a battle that he can win. Because he's a pathetic, weak little man. And, you know, so far, his attacks against Hasan have done nothing. He did battle with Trisha Paytas. And in the end...
Dude, what the fuck is he talking about? This is just, like, no substance rambling.
I think he thinks that he won that.
Dude, wait, where did the Trisha shit come from? That's a fight from, like, fucking 5 years ago.
Situation. I think since enough time has
also finding out this guy fucking is blowing Trisha Paytas too is insane.
Passed, and Trisha has moved on with her life and, like, expressed her boundaries. I think.
Who are we defending? Oh my god!
Now it's pretty obvious who won that battle. You know, he just fucking bitched and moaned and lied about, like, loads of things between him and Trisha. And but
oh my god!
I think that's sort of what he wants. Like, he just wants to target women.
Why don't you go make a video on that? I would love to watch you explain the Trisha stuff.
Because he does view women as weaker. You know, no.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Moses? Do you have, like, any positive... I'm just wondering.
No lawsuit against any of the other men who are watching his shitty content nuke. You know, you can say the attacks...
I think this vindicates retroactively, and I hate when this happens. I think it vindicates every position that Ethan had. Every single thing that Ethan thought about iDubbbz when he came out and bitched at him turned out to be a 100% correct later. It hadn't happened yet, but holy fuck have they gone out and earned it. They have earned the way they were treated by Ethan.
Against Hasan, prove that he's not a misogynist piece of shit freak.
Like, the minute that they were asked about any of the shit that Ethan accused him of, he just kind of started singing and said, like, yeah, that's exactly what my opinions are.
But I think that's just more of a frustration that...
Ian has gone out of his way to show that, like, yeah, every single thing that he vibed from their interactions was true.
That he's losing. You know, that the smear campaign isn't working. He said that women are inherently weaker than men. Oh, yeah, in a nature setting. I do remember that. That was like a...
Yeah, that was while you were, like, talking about... I don't know, dude. That's when you were, like, dropping 7 N-bombs per hour. I don't know if you should really bring that up.
Viral moment back in the day.
Your life is everything.
Okay, yeah, that was good. Thank you, Stoic Chronicles. I don't know if I'm gonna watch any more of those. Wait, what? This video complies with YouTube's community guidelines. It contains educational content intended for informative. It's what? What do you mean it's? Wait, what? That's crazy. Famous Stoic Marcus Aurelius once said, defend your wife's boyfriend at all costs, even if he electrocutes his dog on stream. True! Okay, there's a bit more here that I wanted to cover. So Ethan put up a story that said, one day I'm sitting at my desk doing my live show as usual. Suddenly, one of my dogs lays behind me and tries to get up and walk out of the frame. I scold my dog for moving. This is an imagine, so it's not something that actually happened. I scold my dog for moving while I reach across the desk. My body language indicates that I've reached for whatever object I'm aiming for. At the exact same time, my dog yelps out in pain. I show no concern for my dog. The opposite. I continue to fume at my dog for moving. My dog exhibits fear and returns to their spot. Now, Anissa, iDubbbz, Taylor Lorenz, Mike from PA, and every shit tier Hasan dick rider across all social media, how do you suppose they would react? And again, I don't think there's a single person in that camp that would be defending, that would be ignoring this and saying it's not drama. I think that every single one of them would be engaging with it. He's 100% right here. 100%. So Los Pollos TV came out and was, I guess, talking about this. I don't know who this guy is. This kind of seems more like the normie perspective, which I think is worth looking at.
Coordinated far-right pro-Israel slander campaign.
That's what Hasan referred to this drama as. Yeah, seems about right. That seems like the take I'd expect. I mean, I would be at a loss for words, too. Yep.
Okay, so... Okay.
Yeah, let me break this down for you, Mark. This is word salad that you're saying, right? Yeah.
If you're gonna just, no matter what happens...
He's got a point. Yeah, I agree with him. Yeet, what the fuck are these clips, dude? This is like 2 seconds of audio.
You can do whatever you want and then just say, oh no, the people, they're just haters. They're pro-Israel. They're Nazis. They're this, they're that. Oh, why do you care about a dog when you don't care about a genocide? That's all I've seen for the past 24 hours, bro. Is him and all his fans.
It's literally like, what are you talking about tape? Do you know that children are being exploded right now? There's a kid who has not had his prime energy drink right now in Gaza, currently waiting on airdropped lunchleys, and you're talking about this.
Making excuses and hiding behind a genocide? Like so you're just using a thing that has nothing to do with the dog to prove what?
Bro, if Mr. Beast airdropped lunchleys to the Gaza Strip, Hasan would be talking about it as if it was an act of war. You know, in World War II, America dropped the fucking whatever on Hiroshima. And then if Mr. Beast came in, it would be the exact same. They would act like he dropped an atomic bomb.
I truly believe, I think that Hasan is the worst thing that ever happened to Twitch. I think he is.
Oh shit!
Arguably,
yeah. I mean, I think probably. Well, no, you can never say that Hasan is the worst thing that happened to Twitch. It's the people who work there who defend Hasan. It's the people who won't reprimand Hasan, who have let him go unchecked for as long as they have. Those are the people to blame. Those are the worst thing that ever happened. Because any bad faith actor can go to a platform. That's not the worst thing that's ever happened. This guy being successful there and not getting checked there, that is the issue.
As far as like what's, what people should be taking in on a daily basis. And now added to the list, I now think that he is an animal abuser because there is no reason to shot collar your dog in that matter, bro.
I think this is going to be the takeaway for like any rational, normal person who stumbles across this, who doesn't watch millions of fucking YouTube videos. Yeah.
That was me, and all these people were saying that I was abusing Tino.
You go grab the dog, you show exactly what's on it. Like, no, I would never do that. You guys are out of pocket.
You know what I would have done right there, bro? Right there on the spot. I would have taken Tino's collar off and been like, what the fuck? Look at this.
Why is his voice deepened? Does he sound higher pitched than this?
What are you talking about, dumbass? But no, he didn't do that, bro. He did not do that. And not only did he not do that, he didn't do it later on. He waited till the next time he went live, bro.
You're saying that on TikTok his clips are sped up, so his pitch is higher, so he sounds like this?
Now, guys, that is the equivalent.
I forgot that these I never realized this. I should have realized this much sooner, but it never really clicked. These platforms make it so that when you increase it, it like offsets the pitch of his voice. Huh. I totally forgot. Yeah.
It's the equivalent of someone...
It never clicked that it does that, because I've just never thought about it, but now yeah.
Fucking shooting someone in the leg Okay? Let's not even say a shooting thing, bro. Let's say
that's me every time I make an assassination joke on stream.
let's just make it
I'm like, oh shit, those were really funny a month ago. I probably shouldn't do that now, or like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
comical. Let's say it's a machete.
Like every time I bring up like guns and stuff, I just go, ooh, maybe that's a bad one. Let's pivot.
Okay.
Let's go with, mauled by a rhinoceros. That's a good one.
Let's say someone
he needs to button out.
Machete someone's toe. Right?
Okay.
And there were, all
right, you can do a little clipping here. This is like ridiculous. I'm never going to find out what he said because of that. What is this? Yes, he should have dealt with it right there and then. Waiting only makes it look worse for him. I agree with that. Hasan talks about the shock culture. Wait, shock collar culture with dog trainers? Oh, please, dude.
Like, they don't realize that even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and
Wait, so now we're pivoting to like, we went from I didn't touch anything to, well, it's a vibration collar, but I didn't touch anything to, well, if I did use a shock collar, you can look at the stats.
Like, they don't realize that even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and shit. They think it's like dog abuse in general. That's part of the reason why so many trainers have come out and been like, you guys are wrong. Like, shock collars are not like tasing the dog. It's like a TENS machine.
Wait, why are you defending the shock collar that you don't use or don't own? I feel like this is like a losing battle immediately.
Gene, I have literally fucking shocked myself in the past. Like, so people are just like oblivious to that in general.
Is that why you're like this? Were you one of the kids who shoved the fucking fork in the electric outlet?
Wait, hold up. Oh, we got a discount code that Jeremy sent me. Okay,
wait, hold up. Someone just told me to abort, dude.
On later today as well. Yes, thank you. Shock collars are not wrong. I mean, they can be used in a wrong way for sure. Stop saying they don't understand. Yeah, we use an e-collar on our hunting dog. I've shocked myself. It's for his safety when hunting. Like, people don't.
Also, him saying he shocked himself seems like kind of one of those moments right there. Like one of those Freudian clips, you know?
People don't understand because like a lot of people think
This is like the Hasan shit, dude. I never did that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are these people? I never did what they're saying. But if I did do what they were saying, it's not bad. And the next step is I did do that.
I just saw Keffel's
but you people are obsessed.
Nicholas DeOrio.
So on the Willie Mack scale of Hasan Piker, within a month, this guy's going to be just fragrantly, yeah, dude, you're going to be able to smell it from across the room. He's going to be fragrantly fucking telling people that he already did it.
Think that it's just, you're not supposed to train your dogs at all. You're just supposed to let them fucking roam.
Oh, dude, what do you want me to do? Just like not train my fucking dog? Oh my, we're already close there. He's about to admit it anyway. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Just let the fucking dog roam?
You're not supposed to train your dogs at all. You're just supposed to let them fucking roam, not realizing that like dogs need structure. They need to work. They need to be like very active. They need to get that out of their...
So they need to be active. The best thing for this dog is to sit for 4 consecutive hours behind me while I stream.
Their fucking system.
Like a fucking Funko Pop.
And not only that, but also in an effort to train them, a lot of literally the disability dogs, the service dogs get fucking e-collar trained with like what you would call a shock collar. What did Vanilla May say? Vanilla May said, hi, Kaya. Yeah, it's... So even like the most maximalist position that people think happened is not even a remotely controversial incident. It's just like
what are we doing here? What are we I didn't do it, but even if that's literally him saying it. I didn't do it, but if I did do it, it'd be fine, dude. You're fine.
I was not even angry at Kai. I was just fucking angry at the situation of my internet being cut out, and I just had a fucking shitty moment.
And again, his dog yelps in pain. He's like, fuck, dude, my internet cut out. What the fuck, dude?
It is what it is. You know? It was something that I also recognized.
Like, I feel like if your dog yelps in pain and cowers in the corner and you're worried about the internet, you're probably like a bad dog owner. Especially if you're like in the room with them.
Recognize as well. It was just awful. They are wrong. The leading animal behavior organizations oppose them. You guys are spreading misinformation right now.
Oh, I wish I got the answer to that. Holy fuck. Yeah, why is he so worried about the use of shock collars if he just said that he didn't use
like
one?
They don't
Mizkif ponders why streamers who usually give their opinions are quiet on Collargate. Please, Mizkif, redeem yourself.
I do think Hasan shocked the dog. I don't really know how you could say he didn't shock the dog at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that.
I don't know what other answer you could possibly give besides he shocked the dog. I will say this, though. I think it's interesting that a lot of streamers out there are not saying a single fucking word about this entire thing and not talking about it, when I know damn well that if it was me or someone else, they would be tweeting about it nonstop saying that I should be banned or other streamers should be banned. But instead, a lot of content creators are keeping...
I'm a little conflicted on this because fuck Mizkif, but also he's right.
...their mouths shut and won't say shit.
Yeah, this is like a rare W.
I know damn well if it was me, even without bias or facts, they'd be all on my ass or other streamers and shitting on them, tweeting about it because they know that they have nothing to gain from me.
Didn't Mizkif have the opposite opinion? Well, it's okay if he had the opposite opinion, saw more evidence, and changed his position. I would be happy with that, wouldn't you?
It's the truth.
Look, I don't blame anybody immediately looking at this going, there's no fucking way Hasan would shock his dog live on stream to 40,000 people. Right? That was my position until when I had just seen Ethan's IG story, that was like one of the first things that I saw about it, not the actual clips that were posted because I came in late.
I recommend watching Nicholas
Thank you for hitting the goal.
DeOrio's
You guys earned
latest
another
video.
goal. But I saw Ethan's shit first because I was super late to the story. And I thought, oh God, this is going to be an overcommitment and a half. And then I saw the clip and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Like, I don't expect Hasan's friends to all talk about this. I'm not expecting that every streamer needs to give their opinion. Right? If you don't give your opinion on things a lot of times, like, I don't expect Wake to talk about this, okay? Wake doesn't give his opinions on things like that all the time. He watches documentaries. What bothers me is there's creators out there that seemingly give their opinions to every single thing that happens in the entire world, every single streamer thing, tweets about them, shits on them, but then when it comes to Hasan or some other streamers, they keep their mouths fucking shut.
Who is he talking
about? They don't say shit, and then they just go on and move on.
Who the fuck is he talking about? Does anybody know?
That's what fucking bothers me.
Does anybody know who Mizkif might be talking about in that clip? But yeah, no, I agree with him. I agree with him. Hasan says Collargate won't have any impact on mainstream media favorability. If you saw the VOD that I put up today, this was the intro clip.
Do you think MSM will change their views on you after this? I feel like
Do you think that mainstream media will be less positive towards you?
we're doing good, making waves in MSM lately. No. If you notice, a lot of the outlets that have covered this or attempted to cover this without any sort of consideration for defamation or whatsoever, it's been Fox News.
TikTok is already turning on him. Again, this is what I said earlier in the stream. You could be a Hasan Piker dick rider, but there's a chance that you care about animals more than you care about riding this guy into the ground. Okay? Augie's been quiet about this. I think the reason why Augie hasn't talked about this on his multiple streams that he's done is that Augie is a dog owner, okay? All right, I don't know where I was going to go with this. I just keep remembering the story about when I was debating Rewired Soul on Augie's stream, and the town came to euthanize his dog mid-stream. He was so on the grind, his dog was due to get euthanized. And he was like, fuck, dude, I gotta host this Nick DeOrio debate that day. And yeah, I guess the town came through and euthanized his dog in his living room while he was live with us.
New York Post, shit like that. And it's also so objectively...
Wait, no, I'm wrong. It was supposed to, and I think it got postponed to a later date. That's what I think happened.
Untrue that it doesn't really matter.
Wait, what? Yeah, I think Augie's dog got destroyed. Hold on. Who starts a conversation like that? Let me see if he answers the phone. He's live. He's awake right now. I don't know if he's gonna answer. This is this is a fucked up thing. Should I tell him I'm streaming, or should I just let it fly, dude? There's no way he's gonna answer. Cause he knows he's gonna look at the clock and he's gonna go, oh, Nick's live. He's not gonna answer. There's no way. I'm going to ask him, dude, was your dog destroyed? And I'll see if he answers. Let me go back to it.
Nicholas
Thank
the Goat,
you!
thank you for the $5, my man.
Peace.
Ultimately, I think it was Gutfeld that even covered it as well.
Dude, they called Exodia on his dog.
The Hollywood Reporter covered the story. I know. And it's really funny because like they went to PETA, and PETA is like one of the most militant, like pro animal rights organizations out there. And it's really funny because it's like,
dude, PETA's perspective is like, yeah, he said he didn't do it, and I hope he didn't do it. And he's like, he's using this as if this is like a good piece of media coverage for him, which I guess maybe it is. That just goes to show you how bad the rest of it was.
Like, PETA is one of the most militant animal rights organizations. Hollywood Reporter didn't even ask me for it, for you know, my take on it or anything like that, which you're supposed to do. This like what journalism is supposed to do. That's what journalists are supposed to do. And it's interesting. They went directly to PETA.
You do know that you
and then
just saying something doesn't make it like news, right? Like you saying, "Oh yeah, I didn't do that," is not like, I don't know, dude. Court trials would be significantly different if you could just deny it, and then everyone just stops looking at the evidence.
PETA fucking PETA straight up was like, he says he doesn't use one, and we really hope that is the case. Instead of just being like, yeah, he definitely uses one, we should kill him or whatever, which is what you would expect normally. But I think it's like low key. PETA's been an ally in the past as well.
I can't believe, how did he get to a position where like PETA was an ally for him? But that goes to show you how bad the rest of the coverage has been. If that's what he's kind of defaulting to. Now he's mad. He heard the Mizkif clip, obviously, and he's kind of addressing that, I think.
It's really sad.
You don't want PETA, yeah. Dude, you don't want PETA as an ally? Where is this? Hold on. Here, this one.
I feel so sad.
This is Hasan Piker when he opened his Twitter, dude. Hasan Piker opened his fucking Twitter. Where is it? Yeah, Hasan Piker opened his Twitter and he's like, uh-oh. And they were like, yeah, no, we agree with him.
Because even streamers I thought you were friends with are saying you 100% did this. Who? Moist Critical? Is that who you're talking about? With the exception of him, I don't think any streamers are either legitimately fucking terrified. Streamers are either legitimately terrified of saying something.
Dude, POV, you're a child watching PETA take their pet.
Or
I don't think PETA does that. I think they're just kind of like, just stop oil for animals.
Like all of the people that have been around, all the people that have been around me are like, or have been around Kaya and myself.
They did that? PETA would just like take your animals and run away? That's crazy.
Are looking at this being like, this is the most insane thing.
Dude, I typed doggy. I go, did your dog get destroyed? And he just wrote a question mark back. I don't think he's happy about the question.
Of all time.
In my defense, I think that I was very, I think I cared a lot when I sent it.
Of saying something, or like all of the people that have been around.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Thank you.
Nicholas DeOrio.
So Hasan's take is 1, I didn't do it. 2, I did it if I did it, it's okay because trainers use them. 3, PETA supports me because I said I don't use one. 4, are you aware of what is happening in Gaza? Yeah, essentially.
All the people that have been around me are like, or have been around Kaya and myself are looking at this being like, this is the most insane thing of all time. They keep fucking texting me.
PETA has a larger pet kill rate than any pounder. Wait, what?
I really like you.
When?
Why?
When did that happen?
Being like, Dean So Cool did today. Wait, what did he say? I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is.
That's like a Freudian voice crack.
It's also
right
crazy
there.
knowing how much fundraising and charity you've done for local animal shelters. I know.
Oh yeah, dude, he would never be bad. He raised a shitload of money for animal shelters. Hey, listen. Gustavo Fring, the guy who donates a healthy amount of money to the policeman's ball every single year. The guy who, the guy who said it's free food for DEA agents, the Drug Enforcement Agency. Why would Gus Fring lead one of the largest meth labs in Albuquerque, New Mexico? Like, why would he do
Can I
that?
say something to you, Nick? I really.
Why would Gus Fring do that? You know, dude, this guy is literally like animal abuse Gus Fring. That's crazy. Asmongold thinks Hasan only has an issue with Charlie's video because it's about him. Yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking insane to me that like this is what goes for like doing commentary on the internet is just like, oh, these are the Reddit threads from some of the most like schizophrenic people you've ever actually encountered.
I recommend watching
Thank
Nicholas
you.
DeOrio's latest
Sorry,
video.
guys, I don't know a lot about PETA. Should I
PETA
watch
has
the
been taken to
Illuminati
court
video?
Over that before they own unalive shelters that have the highest unalive rates in the
What?
nation.
Since
They
when?
have straight up kidnapped kids' dogs off their porches.
I thought they just like animals, dude. Wait, what are you talking
I
about?
just saw Keffel's tweet. On
I'm gonna watch the
Nicholas
Illuminati
DeOrio.
video.
Keffels
on it.
appreciated the shout out.
Thank you for hitting the goal. That's crazy.
This is all it takes for me.
Nicholas!
I mean, here's the
goat.
thing.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hasan was glazing Charlie less than a week ago because Charlie made a video that was critical of Israel indirectly.
Dude, the video on Israel was insane. Also, can I just point out, all right, in 4 years' time, P. Diddy. Dude, this is P. Diddy in 4 years. You ready? Dude, 4 years from now, that's P. Diddy. All right, that's gonna be the fucking meme. I'm telling you. I'm giving you a meme from the future, dude. I'm telling you right now, P. Diddy is gonna be like,
That feeling like it's nothing.
dude, he's gonna. Oh no, dude, he's gonna be back.
What's the name
He's
of
gonna
the
be
guy,
back.
the Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo.
DMCA, it's worth it.
Mr. Oreo.
Oh my god, dude. Not the feel good music. That's him coming back, dude. Lead singer of the Lost Prophets killed in jail.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really
Bro,
like
I don't know why he was in jail. I don't know what the Lost Prophets is, and I don't. That's either the worst thing or the best thing ever. I don't know what he did. Yeah, fuck, dude. Or awesome. I don't know.
Because of Israel's censorship
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't know.
on social
Sounds pretty bad. Oh yeah, Chom, yeah, that's pretty bad. Ooh, yeah, not a good thing.
media.
Not a good thing that he did that. Good thing that maybe I don't know. Can you on YouTube? Can you endorse the murder of a pedophile in prison? I don't think you can. Well, you'll have to defer to my You have to go check out my subscribe star if you want to know my thoughts on that one.
So I don't really think that Hasan has a problem with Charlie's content. I think that Hasan has a problem that Charlie's content is involving him. That's really it.
Yeah, he's right. Asmongold is correct here. No, yeah. You shouldn't be covering stories like this. Gets criticized one time.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I just
Did
saw
you hide the
Keffel's
bad
tweet
stuff?
Do not look into the
on
Lost
Nicholas
Prophets straight. Wait,
DeOrio.
why?
Keffels appreciated
From your
the shout out.
friends?
Of course. I mean, logically, what about that doesn't make sense? You could say that it's not true, but like, don't be shocked.
What? Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, that does not. That's not good for me. I'm gonna. Ooh boy, that does not sound good.
That's what somebody would say. Of course, that's what somebody would say.
All right. Ethan. Okay, so this is the thing. Remember earlier in the segment where he goes, "Nobody should ever own a collar like this."
On top of getting drunk, we've also decided to combine responsible activities. I got the exact model that Hasan has allegedly been using on his dog. His
So they did a drinking stream and just electrocuted themselves yesterday.
sweet, innocent, beautiful Kaya.
I just saw it and I was like, oh god.
Okay? And we are going to
The educator! I've got the educator, Mr. Squidward.
go through this and prove to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt,
So now we're gonna watch this guy fucking shock himself in the neck. I love YouTube.
that this is the one he's using. And further,
That's it.
I will be strapping this to my neck.
Oh god. It sounds like a rare gun in a boomer shooter. Yeah.
And feeling what that
It sounds like a fucking a Warzone skin. Like one of those Warzone special gun skins.
poor dog
have
went
to do it
through.
on your neck.
I don't know if
yeah,
Denims
let-
would be able to keep herself contained if she saw
Tamara
that.
said yes, he does.
Say what?
Okay, never mind. Apparently,
Yeah, Denims is gonna literally go spread eagle the second that Ethan puts this on his neck.
Well, I don't think it'd be. So I know Tamara tried it on her arm, but I don't think that's the same thing.
Same thing. Well,
No, it would definitely hurt more on your neck.
But that's how I'm trying to sympathize with the animal.
Are you guys comfortable with that?
I'm not. I do not. No, I'm not comfortable with
the
that.
dog has like big, thick fur. You would just be on like.
Well, I'll start very low.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
Dude, when you get drunk, you gotta maximize the shocking, right? Oh, I saw this. I meant to show this earlier. Dude, look at this shit. Now, this is the new pivot, guys. It's not just okay if it was a shock collar. Now, haters are ruining his ability to train his dog. Look at this one. I mean, it'd be better if it was unmuted, but dude, there's so much dead air in these clips, I literally don't even know.
I want you to be reactive to the dog, which is the #1 thing you don't do. Caesar Milano South Park literally had an episode about this. I know. My haters are causing me to be more reactive to my dog when she's being spoiled, and then train her in the opposite.
Dude, caring that the dog is crying is being spoiled.
Direction, train her into thinking that she can just like get my attention by crying in the background. Okay, which is bad. But what are you gonna do? Fuck it. I'll just destroy all of the training that I've worked very, very hard on to reinforce. Now that the entire internet thinks I'm fucking abusive, unless I let my dog do whatever she wants.
Bro, he shocked the dog and he's so fucking mad. That's my opinion. He got caught shocking the dog. And now he's really mad that you're mad about it.
And then run the show like this. I have a good friend of mine that used to be Van's producer back in the day. Back when he was in the look, see, spot training is already failing because I already let her do whatever she wants now. See, this is how it works. Okay, she expands on the readily available confines.
She's a puppy!
Okay, do you see that? Thank you, haters.
The puppy does not need to sit behind you for 4 hours like a Funko Pop. Thank you, haters. Good.
The readily available confines. Okay, do you see that? Thank you, haters. You have successfully ruined. You have, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you this dub. Dogs are like kids. They push boundaries. And then they...
Bro, if the kid yelps, you better go check on it, dude. You're saying it's bad to check on a yelping dog.
I saw the romantic content creator touch their plant.
Do not have kids.
It's too hard. What's the name of the guy?
This is crazy.
Nick Oreo. Mr.
I've
Oreo.
never seen someone kick and scream so much for having to be a normal person who doesn't abuse their dog. I can't get over that she stood up and said, see, spot training is already failing because I already fucking let her do whatever she wants. He's literally confirming that he trained her to not get up and walk around and is now fuming that she stood up and walked a few steps.
What's the name of the
Dude,
guy?
I don't think you should be able, like, if you're doing this, I don't think you should be able to own dogs.
Mr. Oreo.
Sorry, that's
People
just me.
don't like that I hit my kids on stream. Guess my kids will have to grow up without a father.
Dude, I think that the worst of the worst in terms of family creators are family vloggers, but people who buy dogs as props are huge pieces of shit too. Like dangerous dogs that are so cute they put them all over the camera and don't train them, like Deji or iNabber. Sorry, iNabber. Or people like this who just put them as props in the background their entire existence. It's like a Rick and Morty sketch. What do? I spread butter. Oh no. What is your job? Well, I bought you to be a designer dog that sits casually in the background of my stream. And then in the dark times or in the early morning, I let you walk around a little. You know? Again, where's the clip where Hasan is talking about how dogs are slaves? Where is this? Hasan slave. Let me look that up and see if it comes up. Yeah.
An animal that you are taking care of. You have a literal fucking slave. And not just like a slave, but you have a literal fucking slave. Have an animal. Literal fucking slave. And not just like a slave, but you have a literal fucking slave that you shackle. Okay? Every fucking day. Pull from their neck. And take them wherever the fuck you want to take them to. And on top of that, you fucking neuter your slave. So your slave can't have more slaves. And you have the slave for just personal consumption, just like making yourself feel better. You have an animal
Now, again, that's a highly chopped clip. I'm sure there's additional context here that I'm not seeing. It is kind of funny that this sounds like he's talking about himself, though. Like, you could put this little thing in the corner inside his setup, and it would still kind of be accurate.
Keffel's tweet.
Oh, no, dude!
DeOrio.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. it needs to be stopped, dude. AI literally needs to be stopped, dude. This is ridiculous. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the Oktoberfest shocking stream from Ethan.
I wanted to... Well, do we have time, Eula, or you want to bail? Say ta-ta for now. TTFL.
I just feel like this is going to be like a whole 40 minutes of its own thing.
You guys know about TTFN?
Is Dark Vibe AU a
But,
virgin?
You're fine. I can...
Wow, look at this new watch that Ethan's got a new fire
that?
watch, guys.
All of this would have been solved if Hasan admitted he uses training collar. With his big platform, he could have educated his audience on the uses of such devices. But no,
he instinctively lies all the time.
I can tell you, though, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's using the shock collar. It's just what he's doing. There's no fucking question about it. Now, do you want to shock me, mommy? Mommy?
I say a shock. That's a good teaser. A shock, right?
Wait, so you are doing it?
I'll do a quickie.
A little tease.
A little tease.
Little tease for
Delight.
Monday.
You ever heard of that? Sky rockets in flight. Woo! Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight.
I have such a petite fuckable neck.
What? What?
Dan.
It doesn't look like it's gonna hold.
Dude, POV guy just had lung cancer surgery. They poked the hole through. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was like a nuclear level. Okay. So I guess Dan now has a new button. I guess if the button fails, Dan can now electrocute Ethan.
Like you're on the tightest one and it's not touching you.
Should probably do it on the right side.
It's
of it, though, not like right in the middle.
Is it?
Put it on the side.
Oh, okay.
Ethan, don't put it right there. Like,
don't do it there.
Put it on the side. Jesus.
No, it doesn't. Put it on the side. Don't put it on your
on the
fucking
windpipe?
trachea, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, he's give him a neck job.
I don't want to call 911 on you in a second.
Well, this is what Hasan did to his poor, lovely, fucking precious
What is
dog
insane
Maya.
and crazy?
Dude, how painful is that to have those fucking spikes digging into your neck? What does that look like? You see that shit? Look at that. Let me zoom. Let me grab where is snipping tool?
Nicholas the Goat.
Like,
Thank
I
you for
know
the
that it's like
$5,
got
my
like
man.
a thing on it, but I feel like that still would hurt, right? You're gonna see two of them, right? Let me see. Yeah, like this thing is jamming into your fucking neck, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, this is what Hasan did to his poor, lovely, fucking precious
What is
dog
insane
Maya.
and crazy? That thing is forbidden in Germany, by the way.
Yeah,
You
that's
cannot,
Yeah.
you cannot buy this in Germany.
It's
except,
illegal.
again, you're in a nightclub. But then you cannot buy this for
Muted?
dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was ranting about how they just panned over to another guy. Dude, the H3 podcast is amazing. The H3 podcast just pans over to people, and you don't know any of these. Sorry, it's amazing.
That's not.
They've always got like a new person, dude. They just got another camera angle. There's another person in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely wrong. But still, I think we will have a lot of pleasure when actually Hiller would put it onto you.
Fucking Edward Richthofen over there is like, Germany does not even allow these things.
Martin is really...
I run out of ammunition.
You're getting off to this, aren't you, Martin?
I know. We've heard
Like, we're
enough,
Germans.
Martin.
Come on, we know.
They know what's up.
What we like
Martin
and what
is
we
a
don't like.
Put your
degenerate.
Fondstucker away, dude.
Martin, have you seen the clip we're talking about?
Yes.
You've seen the Hasan...
Very concerned about that clip. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
Let's say more.
Very concerned because I'm not a dog daddy, but I'm a cat daddy. Look, I like pussies, you know.
Yeah,
so
same,
therefore,
same.
Oh, come on.
Bro, this guy's accent is Kino. He's a guest. You're saying he's a guest? His fucking accent is great.
Zach.
So I really enjoy cats, and Garfield, my male cat, is the most coolest guy ever.
All right, I can't complain because I named a dog Spike one time, which is like a very common dog name. But Garfield,
of course, he showed up 2 months later when I bought.
Fine, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
AU bought the house and they're nice, and he poops and do all his private business at the neighbor yard, and he comes back to me and enjoys.
Oh, that's the most ideal cat. Take the shit somewhere else, dude.
That's good
What a
training.
guy. Great guy.
That's good training.
Awesome. I love it.
Ethan, you're lap, so you can stand up if you want.
Oh, good.
All right, save it for Monday.
Oh my god. This
Oh my God.
sloppy right now.
Oh god. All right, so I gotta be actually careful because I've got a fucking neck stalker on.
Why don't you make Hila in charge of the controller?
I don't like this. You want to
Okay,
do
how
it
about
then?
somebody else.
All right,
be in
listen.
charge?
I didn't read the instructions.
It's
I don't know
literally
what
at
I'm doing.
1 out of 100.
Okay, the collar's probably not on. There's a whole prop here.
It's on.
Bro, this seems fucking dangerous. He's like sloppy drunk, holding a button that shocks him in the neck. This is the kind of shit that I watch the H3 podcast for.
It is on, Dan.
The collar,
but the collar isn't on.
Collar itself. Chef, you want
Like
to
they're
do
all
it?
drunk, dude. This is amazing.
Chef, you what?
They waited for fucking 3 hours to do this.
Easy view from.
Let Chef Bernard
There's
take
no
care of
button.
it. Yeah.
There's- If this
Always
hurts,
a good
just
idea.
scream.
You're good.
I mean it, but it's blinking green, so it should be okay.
I think we're good to go. It's at a 1, bruh.
Okay.
Do we
So
need
let me
to
show you
read
guys-
instructions? I thought we were gonna do it on Monday.
Yeah. So here, oh, there's no camera there.
Wait, they bought this for Monday and they're like, fuck it, dude. This will be great for stream. That's amazing.
So hold on. Let me come up to the.
You can do it in the Schnitzel camera.
I want to show it to the camera,
One size fits most. One dog sits
Here's the remote.
100%
The mini educator.
satisfaction guarantee. Satisfaction.
Can they read
according
it?
To who?
Well, Ethan will confirm that.
So it's at 1.
Dude, could you imagine he shocks himself at 100 by accident, and then the Tourette's just stops like abruptly, like he never has a tick again, or at least for like Dr. House, like a month where he can just walk correctly, and then all of a sudden it starts to come back. Like he gets electrocuted one time, and that's the last tick.
And it goes all the way up to 100. But what's interesting?
Just make sure one is not this.
It has the regular button and the super shock button. Now, what I think happened with Hasan is that he probably either accidentally hit the super shock button or the voltage was way higher.
Oh, could you imagine if he was going to hit the fucking vibrate button and misclicked?
Than Kaya's used to, and that's why she yelped in pain. So I do think it
I didn't even consider that.
was an accident, probably to shock her at that high of voltage.
There is also a vibration button on the other side.
This
Just to
one?
add-
No, the other one. On the other side.
Wait, there's 2 shock buttons and a vibration button?
So he
This
could have
one?
also hit.
Maybe you pointed at it. The one that's on.
This one?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna hit this one.
Yeah.
Please, God. Ah! It's vibrating. Hot. Ooh.
It's hot? Why did he walk off the camera? He should not be doing this drunk.
I'm going back to my seat. All right, so I'm getting the vibrating. You see that, Hila?
Dude, he just walked back into place.
So again,
It's
I'm
amazing.
at 1. I'm at 1. We're gonna push the button. I don't feel it.
That's vibration.
No, I'm doing the shock now. Okay, I'm going up to 10.
Head in his beer.
All right, guys, I didn't feel that. I'm going up to 200%.
Yet, huh?
I'm going up to 10.
I'm letting Kylo Ren select what it is.
Oh! It's like pins and needles. It feels like you're being stabbed by a bobby pin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Him getting shocked, you know, ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, but also
He's gonna do his iconic victory dance.
feels kind of exciting.
More!
Hello.
Dude, Denims is watching this in heat right now.
Berlin nightlife.
Yeah, dude, it makes you zesty. Dude, this guy immediately he immediately started becoming metrosexual the minute he was electrocuted. Look at this.
Hello.
Oh, shit, dude. See, this is why conversion therapy doesn't work. If you electrocute them, they get more gay.
Berlin nightlife. Ooh.
Little did you know.
Trust
Hello.
me, they sound slightly different over there.
All right, I'm going up to 15. Shock me, daddy.
Dude, oh my god. You see it's happening right now.
Ooh. All right, let's go up to 20.
Yeah, let's just. Make sure you can sit down with increasing.
Could you imagine his legs just stop working?
All right, here we go. 20. Oh, man.
Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Yeah. 20 feels.
Why is he turning into Mr. Garrison?
Pretty. I still think.
Dude, let's turn it up to 50. What do you think about this, Mr. Slave?
I think that. Okay.
Mr. Slave!
Just go to
him.
the guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Thank
For
you.
a second, dude, I couldn't hold it down. That'd be way too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would
Hira
really
is
wanna
like
go
secretly back ordering this on Amazon for 3 times right now.
You want to try it? It doesn't really hurt that much at 20. I wouldn't really want to go over.
Dude, Ethan's electrocuting himself to become Adam McIntyre. Dude, he just yelped. Wait, why is he? Dude, he's yelping like the dog. Listen to that. Dude, he hit the same pitch as Hasan's dog. That's crazy. Now do it. Put it on 70 and say, "Hey, muckers," after.
All right. Who wants to try?
Who wants to try? No, no, no. Don't be a bitch. Up, 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 up.
I don't think.
Line up, guys.
Dude, I don't think. Dude, Hila's like, I don't think we could ask our employees to do this. I think this is a fucking violation of something.
I don't think anybody cares to try.
I don't think anybody here is allowed to legally do this.
I mean,
Been there, done that with my beautiful wife Nancy.
You guys have one of these too, huh? She puts the educator on you.
I like it.
Chef Bernard.
You know, to get Ian to stop using the N-word, we actually did have to invest in the educator. Actually, the reason why Hasan had it was because I was using it on Ian, and when we were using it on Ian, we realized that like the shock collar stuff reminded him of his dad and the stuff that was happening when he was locked in the basement as a kid. So we actually clipped off the ends of it, and it became a vibration collar, so he could just know. That when I'm doing my OnlyFans content, it's actually not time to come in and watch in the corner. We wanted to keep him spot trained, so when we did all the OnlyFans shoots in my room, he would stay in the bathroom as far away from us as humanly possible. So when we weaned him off the collar and we started using more positive reinforcement techniques that didn't remind Ian of his dad, we actually gave the modified collar to Hasan, and that's the same collar the dog is using.
No, thank you.
I think you're on your own on this one.
Well, anyway, we'll get more into it on Monday, but essentially what I wanted to show you guys, this I'll show you in more depth, but... Oh.
Where is he going?
So here's the electricity prongs, all right?
Oh, please, turn them off. So
Now
he's
these
going to unscrew
come
them now.
right off. There's actually a tool for taking them off, right here. So with this tool, they screw right off. Okay, which I'm doing for you now.
I'm assuming that's just like a...
And what's left is this little screw here, which as you can see, here, over the white. You can see that Hasan covered it with black hockey tape or masking tape.
He could have dremeled it off. He could have just covered it with tape.
Or something of the sort. And
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
We should try to get the vibrating one because they really are different. That's the thing. They really are very different.
Apparently on Monday they are getting the vibrating one.
The vibrating one is thinner. The charging port is on the side, not in the middle. Whoops.
and it is flashing light.
But are you
and I know
putting the vibrating
people
one
point
somewhere
it
else on your body, or is it just like still on your on your neck?
Yes, it's on my.
Yeah, it goes on your schlong.
It's on the beads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, Dan?
Dude, it goes on the Superman.
Sorry. Apologies, everybody, for that one. Yeah, it looks totally different. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Okay? But the truth is, how hard would it have to be to make you yelp out in pain? And we're going to find that out on Monday.
It goes on your boy. What did he call it? Your,
I mean,
your what boy?
Heard you yelp.
Yeah, it did. It was more, it wasn't super painful, but I didn't hold it down.
I got the prosthetic boy. That's what he said. I got the prosthetic boy.
I couldn't hold it down on myself.
Yeah.
Right? Just.
Yeah, I don't think that part even matters.
That we're talking about the guy who did the damn song that we found out was uploading videos about his prosthetic penis, to be clear.
I'm sure whatever he did was a lot higher than that.
She yelped.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness. I got a prosthetic penis was actually the new lyric to that song. I was very surprised to hear
'Cause I
it.
guess this button here with the red must be just like a max jolt if you really want to zap them. But so what's crazy about these e-collars is there's no regulation. There's no like
Really? Because Legal Mindset has been tweeting that Hasan broke the law.
standard electrical current. It's kind of just whatever the fuck you want it to be, right?
I can't imagine even wanting to use that thing.
You got to talk to Denims more. Apparently, there's a lot of high value there.
Yeah, well, you'd have to be a real psychopath. You'd have to be a real fucking sloppy psychopath to want to do that. But it's okay. I heard it was the Israel lobby that...
Yeah, Israel is actually mandating these.
You know, that sounds like a joke, but he did say that. Isn't that funny? He says it's a conspiracy between conservatives and Israeli lobbyists. So, we'll find out.
Look it up.
Well, anyway, that's about it. How long have we been going there, Danathan?
We have been going.
So that's the segment there. Apparently, they're going to go a bit further into this. I think that's mostly... Dude, this gets me every time, bro. This gets me every time, dude. Take action. Contact LAPD right now by phone, informing that Hasan Dugan Piker. What's happening here? What are we doing, Legal Mindset? For California Penal Code, blah, 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 which prohibits maliciously or intentionally causing unjustifiable pain or suffering to any animal. Guys, it's time to forget the West. Please, I need to hear, guys, I understand that like we're supposed to do a next segment, but I need to hear why Western women are inferior. I need to hear why the audience of people who are now subscribing to him are inferior.
The EU or Canada
That's my interpretation of what he says, though. Might be wrong.
makes it easier. Australia, New Zealand. It's a way that is distinctly female. They're not trying to be men, being quiet. But what American women, US women, Canadian, Australian women, they've lost this. There is a difference between being feminine and being quiet all the time. In fact, some feminine women are quite talkative. In fact, they like to express themselves, but they do it in a feminine way, in a way that's girly, female. They do it in a way...
Yeah, it's so true, dude. All these Western women just want to be dudes, bro. You're right.
It is distinctly female. They're not trying to be men. They're not trying to wear...
Yeah, they fucking clean the house, dude. Yeah.
Pants. They're not trying to do guy things. They're just doing cute girl stuff. They're doing womanly stuff instead of doing manly stuff. But certainly they don't have to be quiet while they're doing that. In fact, they can talk far more than you can.
Is he a pickup artist? No, that's fucked up. Why would you accuse him of that? It's probably... You probably would have a lower opinion of him if you found out what he actually was for.
Women around the world, I think it's
at least what this channel is for.
Genetic thing, have the capacity to...
Again, why can't these people tell you why going to Thailand is cool, or going to like Korea is cool, or going to Japan is cool, without trashing Western women and making it all about finding a bride? I don't know. Why don't we talk about the architecture? You know? Oh, the cool trains or something.
Out-talk men. So certainly they're not quiet. And as for submissive, you have to understand, back when we were in relationships where it was sort of the provider...
Someone in chat said, bro, we are fucking women. Unfortunately, you're not submissive enough, according to this video.
You know,
the Western women are just not submissive and breedable anymore, which is apparently a huge problem.
The guy was the provider, the girl was the home.
That's not my lawyer. This is your lawyer.
Maker sort of set. You know, there were those roles, and one of those.
We were born to breed.
It's perceived that, hey, if you were dividing labor, that's submissive. That's a misperception. I think that's being complimentary, right? Saying, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to specialize in this. And you're going to specialize in that. You're going to specialize in making money. I'm going to specialize in taking care of this. Just because they've decided to divide labor doesn't make them submissive. It makes them smart. What does that say about the West? So
I don't know.
If you're neither good at making money nor keeping house, you just...
Wait, what do you mean? There are plenty of women who make tons of money in America that are extremely successful.
Suck overall. And I think that's what you've got in the US. You've got individuals, particularly Western women, that are neither good at keeping house nor making money. They fail to make as much money as the top earning males, and they fail to be the most feminine women, the best housekeepers, the best people at home. So they're really failing at every level. That's on them. That's not on the women over here. They're projecting that failure over here. The next thing is that her parents will...
Dude, it'd be really awful if Ethan's 70% female audience watched this clip.
Hate you. That her parents are absolutely going to hate you. They're not going to...
Oh, dude, the parents are going to hate this white guy who moved across the literal planet to find a submissive, breedable bride.
This is a big one, is that Asian women are only interested in money. They only care about money. Well, listen, I will say, look, being here in Asia is refreshing because people are more pragmatic. When I give examples or I ask why people do things and they say, well, if I do this, it leads me to make more money in the long term. That's fine. I understand that. That's capitalism. I think the US, Australia, Canada, the EU, we've fallen way too far down the line of socialist thinking where we are...
Oh, no, dude. Dude, we're way too socialist. That's why our women are less breedable.
Thinking that, hey, we shouldn't want to make money. Money is bad.
Yeah, dude, you know what? He's fucking right, dude. Socialism is fucked up. I think we should move to China. Or like, we should move to the upper region of Korea. That would be a good idea.
Money is evil. Wanting to make money is bad. No, that's good. That means you're providing value to the world and the world is providing value back to you.
Yeah, dude, we need to go. Yeah.
That is the ideal situation for making money. Value for value, exchange of value. In this case, yes, you're going to want to make money and women will like you for your ability to make money, but it's...
Dude, if anything, China is like the most vocally pro-freedom location you can go to. You gotta go, dude. You gotta go. Gotta go to Moe's, gotta go to Modell's. All right, guys.